Yeah. I am back in the building. AM Sports Media. Of course, Greg is here today. Unlike Jason is a slacker. I've told you all before. Jason is a slacker. That's what he does. That's who he is. From steroids dealing to you. I hadn't already told you, Jason. If you're not here, I'm gonna give my own story, my own account of what's going on. Jason is a slacker, and that's the reason why he's not here currently today. But of course, Greg is in the building, and man, we're gonna talk some boxing today. I've been seeing some things going on currently in the Discord that I had to, address. And I think today probably I'm not gonna go through. I got a number of topics that I do want to discuss. However, I want to make sure that I get you all on here because I think it's been maybe like, I don't know, maybe like a week and a half since, man, almost 2 weeks actually since we've done a live. So I want to make sure that you all get your opportunity to come on here and talk about some of the hottest topics that are currently going on in the sport. So that's how we're going to rock out today. I got the phone lines. They're prepared to be open. As I mentioned to you all during the last live stream, we are looking to upgrade what we're doing here. Give me 1 second. I got to cut this heater off. I don't like to heat the entire floor of the basement, specifically when I'm the only one in it and I'm just in my little office here. But so what was I about to say? So we've gone through a number of measures to make the channel better. I think you all will see the new and improved call-in system where multiple people can call in at one time, so we don't have to take one person at a time. We can take multiple people on a phone call. That's up. I will share the number. I'm also going to share the link. So you got multiple ways to connect with us today, either through your telephone or through your live link. And also I've done some things in terms of when you join the link, you'll also be able to see who's in the actual chat with us as well. So lot of stuff, man, that I'm working on, just trying to make the channel better. So hopefully you all appreciate it. And it's all because of, in reality, your contributions to the channel. That's how we run this channel. That's how we're able to improve the channel. So we appreciate everything you've done for us over the last 2.5 years since we've been up and running. So so let's do this. Let me do a couple of things here. Let me grab that. Yeah, let me do that, and let me drop that in there. Yep. Okay. Then, okay, so the other thing that I do want to do is give love and support to the people that support the channel. So shout out to Rock Dog Interactive if you need anything in regards to website design. logo design, anything technical, and it's relative to your computer, Rock Dog Interactive can take care of you. I think they've taken care of a number of people that have reached out to me directly to get their services. So make sure that if you need anything in regards to that, Rock Dog Interactive, that's who you reach out to. That's part of the reason why we look so technical, Rock Dog Interactive. But not only that, you know, we do things a little bit different here so that we can have a different look, feel of the channel. And Nadaz Vodka, www.nadazvodka.com. If you guys haven't had the opportunity, please go check them out. African American owned entity, vodka. You guys know Diddy is gone, man. Diddy it's a wrap for Diddy. So like, this is probably the only African American owned vodka that is out there. Well, it's not, but probably the only one that's in Florida, right? So let's make sure that we support people that support our channel. Go check them out, man. $30 a bottle, if I'm not mistaken. One of the smoothest tasting vodkas you will ever taste in your life. Nadaz Vodka, www.nadazvodka.com. All right. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump into some of these topics. So the first one that I do want to delve into is one that I find to be extremely interesting, and that's Alexander Usyk versus Muhammad Ali. I'm actually surprised that this has been a debate. I've seen it over social media. I've seen it in our Discord. I'm quite surprised that this is even a debate, but let's go ahead and talk about it. So since his victory over Tyson Fury, his second victory over Tyson Fury, now we have a number of people that are saying that Alexander Usyk is an all-time great. Not only is he an all-time great, but he's better than Muhammad Ali, which I thought is interesting. So let's break this down. Alexander Usyk used to be a cruiserweight, moved up to heavyweight, became undisputed, and then beat Tyson Fury twice. We saw him put down by Daniel Dubois. I don't think that was a low blow that he got put down by, but that's what they called it. So I think Alexander Usyk is a fine fighter. I have no issue with Alexander Usyk. I have no issue with anyone that wants to rate Alexander Usyk in their top 5. If that's your preference, I have no issue with that. Because it really depends on how you're measuring a pound for pound, right? Some people measure pound for pound in terms of number of championships that you've been able to accomplish at multiple weight classes. Other people look at the eye test. Other people look at a combination of both. I have no problem with you ranking them that high. But when you start to rank Alexander Usyk above Muhammad Ali, at that point, I think we're getting into a realm of boxing that is become like totally absurd. I don't even know if we're talking boxing anymore. It's just like, and this is just my personal opinion about this. And this is coming from a certain segment of fans. And I do want to highlight this, a certain segment of fans. And I'm going to say those fans are typically Terence Crawford fans. Okay. Now, let me also articulate this, because I don't know what it is about certain people that I don't know if it's that they're mentally slow or that they just struggle to process. But if I mention Terence Crawford fans and things that they are doing, that is not a bash on Terence Crawford. I am bashing Terence Crawford fans. You see the difference? There's a difference between Terence Crawford and Terence Crawford fans. You guys are not one and the same. Okay? Two completely different entities. So this comment is about Terence Crawford fans, because this seems to be the subset of fans within boxing that now believe, because their fighter was successful on July 29, 2023, that all of a sudden they know everything about boxing. That their statements are law. That their ability to pick the guy that was already deemed the favorite by most people, including Las Vegas, makes them some kind of expert. You are not an expert, specifically in an environment, in a sport where all it takes is one punch, which means that in any given moment, a fight can end either way, specifically when an opponent has power, which means that you have a 50-50 chance of getting the fight right. That does not make you Nostradamus. All that makes you is a fight fan that got a few fights correct. Alexander Usyk is a good fighter. Tyson Fury fought an incredibly dumb fight. I'm trying to remember what round it was. I believe it was round 2, but Tyson Fury was able to close distance, Take away that distance for whatever reason, because he was not able. Well, I know why he wasn't able to really execute from distance, because he has that really herky-jerky style, and he's doing that with a smaller guy that's actually faster, and it's better at it than he is. But he continued to try to go down that path. But when he just simply closed distance and got on the inside, threw his punches, went to the body, he was controlling the fight, and he was dominant. I think it was in round 2. I thought that he was going to continue down that path, and for whatever reason, he didn't. And he went right back outside and believed that herky-jerky style, which was successful for him, but was not successful for him in the first fight, clearly wasn't successful for him in the second fight, found a rhythm and something that was working in the second fight. The commentators even mentioned that, hey, when he closes distance, man, he's really successful, yet he strayed away from that. That does not, to me, if he would have fought that fight, he would have beat Alexander Usyk quite easily. I do not see anything ultra special about Alexander Usyk. As a matter of fact, I think it was Jason that sent me a video from Tim Bradley. And I don't agree with everything that Tim Bradley says, but in this particular case, I 100% agree with him. I think he's a basic 1-2 type of fighter. I think he has better reflexes than most heavyweights. I think that's what he's been currently winning on. And I've never been very, very impressed with Dubois. I've never been very impressed with AJ, and I've been somewhat impressed with Tyson Fury, but he fought a dumb fight. So, we got to stop with this nonsense talking about a guy that has won against AJ. Historically would be a below average heavyweight. Tyson Fury that historically would probably be an average heavyweight. And a lot of the accolades that Tyson Fury gets is because he beat Deontay Wilder, which many of you say cannot fight, which it doesn't even make any sense. And so his victories over those two opponents does not make him an all-time great fighter. It just simply doesn't. So this notion that he's this all-time great, I'm struggling to process that. I'm struggling to process anybody that's even making that statement. It's a ridiculous and absurd statement from boxing fans. And again, it's coming from the same subset of boxing fans who believe that they know everything about boxing because they got one fight right. Okay, 2 fights right now. Now all of a sudden they are the foregone expert in regards to boxing. They know everything about boxing, yet most of them are in their early 20s. Didn't even see some of these fights live. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to those individuals. I'm not knocking you. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. But some of this stuff is getting to the point where it's absolutely ridiculous from a fight fan perspective. And putting Alexander Usyk on the same level as Muhammad Ali is absolutely blasphemy when Muhammad Ali has beaten legendary fighters in the sport of boxing. We're talking about Joe Frazier. We're talking about George Foreman. We're talking about Sonny Liston. I'm talking about guys that were considered killers. Absolute killers when he got into the ring with them. And he dog walked him. Name an opponent that Alexander Usyk got in the ring with that was considered an absolute killer. Name an opponent that Alexander Usyk got into the ring with that when he beat them, the opponent had also beat an all-time great, somebody that we would consider in the pantheon of boxing. Because Ali beat George Foreman, who had beat Joe Frazier, and Joe Frazier is in that upper echelon pantheon of heavyweight opponents, fighters. So, putting this guy on the same level as Muhammad Ali, somebody that changed the game, somebody that is a historical figure in the sport of boxing, specifically at the heavyweight division, someone that has been classified as maybe the greatest of all time. At least, if he's not the greatest of all time, he's in the top 3. Now we're talking about Alexander Usyk. Are we crazy? Where have we gotten to in boxing where this is a discussion? This is absolutely ridiculous. And we need to change the narrative on some of this stuff because, guys, you're not looking smart when you make these statements. I get it. You got Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence right. You got Alexander Usyk versus Tyson Fury correct. All great. Kudos to you. Not that most people didn't get it right because there were a lot of people that you're intelligent when, to me, and this shows your acumen, when everybody sees it this way and you see it this way and you can articulate and define why this should happen, right? But just because you pick with what everybody else thought was the favorite doesn't make you great, doesn't make you Nostradamus, doesn't make you someone that understands boxing. You're just going along with the flow. So it is what it is, man. That's just my thoughts on that. AJ beat Klitschko. So Klitschko in the all. And Klitschko got knocked out by what was the dude name? Corey, the guy from South Africa. Guys, help me out. His name was Corey. I can't think of it. It's Corey Sanders. Corey Sanders was his last name. He got beat by Corey Sanders. Does that make him great? We saw him get beat up a lot. What are we talking about here, bro? What are we talking about? Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Anyway, the other topic that I do want to talk about before we move on and I got a number of topics, but I do want to open up the phone lines because, again, I told you guys I want to make sure that you all get your opportunity to talk because we did not have the opportunity to talk last week. So I want to bring everybody that we can have in to come in and give their thoughts on what's going on in the sport. But I do want to talk a little bit about Gervonta Davis first. But before we do that, we got 40 people in the building and 16 likes. Come on, man. I need y'all to smash the like button, man. This is a live in the middle of the day. Middle of the day live. Come on, man. I don't usually give y'all this good content in the middle of the day. Go ahead and hit the like button, man. Hit the like button so other people can find this content. Man, I'm looking good today, boy. My normal barber did a really good job. See, Jason hates on me because, we done both got older, but I still got my hair. He hates me for that. He's told me personally he hates me for that. I told him, man, it's genetics. Don't hate me for that. It's not my fault. I still got my hair. Shout out to Big Herm. Hit us up with the 199. So all current heavyweights now are trash. Come on. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that all current heavyweights are trash. I didn't say Alexander Usyk was trash. I just said he's not on the same level as a Muhammad Ali. Come on, man. That's not what I said. Let's do better. Let's do better. Let's do better. All right. So there's another, and I gotta find a new phone number too, because I'm not as familiar with my new technology. So I gotta find a new phone number so I can drop it for you all as well. But let's talk about Gervonta Davis, because there was a comment that was made. Shout out to what's the name of that podcast? Oh yeah, that's right. I don't give them love, so I'm not gonna give him a shout out. But Gervonta Davis' name came up as a part of a broadcast. They're a larger platform. And they had the opportunity to get Bomac on. And Bomac made a comment that I found particularly interesting, that he said that Gervonta Davis was a basic fighter. Now, here's the thing that really pisses me off, guys. And I might go on a bit of a tangent here on a number of different topics because, I mean, some of these things just really piss me off. I mean, it just really pisses me off. Yeah, I know who they are. ASVP TV. ASVP TV is my dude, man. He comes in and disagrees with everything that I said, but he's still my dude. So my issue with a lot of people is that, comprehension is really rare amongst boxing fans. And I'm not trying to be insulting here. I love all boxing fans, particularly those who support our channel, of course. Those of you who are in the Discord, I definitely love, because I love to see the battles and the back and forth of people talking in the Discord, and everybody's entitled to their opinion. And that's the reason why we have this channel, is create that environment where everybody has the opportunity to, present what they feel is the correct statement or the correct position. But comprehension for me within the boxing realm is really, it's a lot of people, they struggle with comprehension. I saw a lot of people coming in there and commenting on my statements that I made in the video, basically stating that, well, man, there was no contradiction, because what Bomac was saying was that he could train his fighter to win the fight, and so you just making up stuff. No. Bomac could have easily stated that, listen, Gervonta Davis, good, hey, he is what he is, but I believe that I have a fighter under my stable that has the skills, that has the requisite tangible what do we want to call them? Measurements, if you will, to be successful against Gervonta Davis. And I would have accepted that and moved on. Like, okay, you believe that you can train him to get him to a point where he can beat Gervonta Davis. Do I agree? No. But will I have accepted it? Yes. But that's not what he said. What he said was he called the guy a basic fighter. He is a basic fighter with a lot of power, and therefore my guy can beat him. See, you can make the statement that your guy can beat him without calling him a basic fighter. And that is what I took exception to, because that's not true. That's not what you said 3 months ago. So as a matter of fact, I'm going to pull this up because I did a short on it, because I was like, Jason was like, I was telling Jason, man, this dude said something completely different, like just a little while ago. And now all of a sudden he's saying something like, again, totally different. Totally different. Hey, if someone could you go to my Twitter to see if my Twitter live stream, it don't look like it's working. My Twitter live stream is not up. Damn it, man. I'm sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. I do want to get Twitter up. I know there are a lot of people that find us on Twitter, so my apologies. I want to get our Twitter up. Sorry, man. Give me 1 second. It'll probably take me about 20 seconds to do this. My apologies. I just realized that it wasn't up, and I had a lot of people saying that they had not found us, that they did not see us, which is not good. There we go. There we go. Sorry about that. You just heard the feedback of me going live on Twitter. All right. So what I do want to do is I want to go to YouTube, because I want to share with you all this short that I did. I felt that, Bomac was being disingenuous. I was talking to Jason about it, and I said, he said something completely different just a few months prior. And I don't really want to do a video on it, because I don't think it's something that we should do a video on. I try to be very specific about stuff that we do videos on, because personally, I don't like to waste a whole lot of time on stuff that I don't know. Some people do videos on stuff that I just think is not video worthy. So I don't want to waste time on that. But so I just made it a short. So I'm going to pull this short up here real quick. I'm going to share my screen. Coach. Oh, there we go. Y'all can hear it, but let me pull the screen up. Let me share my screen real quick so you all can see it. Not that one. Is it this one? There we go. So you guys should be able to see it right now. And this is the short that I did for those of you that didn't catch it. Coach, I want to ask you, is Keyshawn the one that can crack the Gervonta code? The Da Vinci Gervonta code?
Yeah, me personally, because I consider myself a fucking master at this shit when it comes to this boxing shit, and Gervonta can be beat easily, man.
Ooh.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you say he could be beat easily. Why?
Yeah, he could be beat easily because he's just a basic type of dude with a lot of power.
B&B got a strong stable of fighters, but outside of your stable, who are some of the favorite fighters you got right now? A couple of fighters that you got your eye on.
That I want to work with, or just
people that you say like they can go.
Oh man, Tank, he can go.
Woo! Sounds like someone that was a double statement. And again, man, I don't got no problem with Bomac, but we got to make sure that we are saying the correct things here. Let's not do things just for the sake of clout chasing. Let's not do things just for the sake of making it seem like you're this or you're that. Shout out to Brandon House. Brandon House, hey man, I'd have been trying to catch up with I'd have met Brian Norman Sr. I didn't try to catch up with him like 2 or 3 times, man. Like I keep missing him, dog. Like I went down there to the gym. I keep missing him, fam. man, it's just killing me. I'm gonna be at his fight though. I'm gonna be at when he gets it on with Greg Hackett. But yeah, man, I keep missing him, dog. But yeah, man, we got to make sure that we are keeping things real here in regards to just how we feel about certain fighters and things of that nature. And we're not just saying things for the sake of just clout chasing, man. Because I feel like that's what we're seeing a lot, man. We're seeing a lot of cats just do things for clout chasing, man. And you know, we got to do better than all that clout chasing, dude. Like that's really my problem with it all. It's just a bunch of clout chasing, dog. So, all right. With that being said, I'm going to give you all the number. So this is the new number. And like I said before, if you're somebody that's used to just calling in and using, you know, your phone feature, multiple people can call in on the phone. Multiple people can join the link. And like I said, it's everybody will be all interconnected, man. So that's something new that we're trying to bring to the channel, and hopefully, you know, you all appreciate, you know, the new features that we bring into AM Sports Media. I think we the hottest boxing channel on what's up, Joseph Torres? What's going on, man? I feel like we the hottest boxing channel on YouTube. I do, man. I'm not trying to toot my own horn or nothing like that, or toot Jason's horn, but I think when you look at it from a technical standpoint, I think when you look at it from a content standpoint, a production standpoint, I really do believe that we bring in some of the best content to boxing overall. So we want to continue to just build that and build more of that into 2025. We want to get over 20,000 subscribers in 2025. So make sure that you're out there sharing the content and all that good stuff. All right, so the phone line is open. So for anybody that want to call in, you can call in. And then what I am going to do is I am going to also drop the link for those of you who also want to join the panel. All right. So I'm gonna give a little bit of a second there for those of you who want to try to join the panel. I got both open. I got the phone lines open. It's down here at the bottom. I got the panel open. It's up here at the top. So I'm waiting for you all to join. I do want to give you a little bit of time in case you want to join. What else do I have? Let me see. I need to see how many people are in the building right now, man. How many people do we got in the building right now? We got 54 people in the building, 32 likes. Make sure you smash the like button so other people can find this content. Smash the like button so other folks can find the content. And while I'm waiting to see if anybody wants to join, let me go through some of these comments here. Fury beat Klitschko and AJ. Fury beat Klitschko. He did not beat AJ. What the fuck is ASVP TV talking about? Creole the Traveler. What's going on, man? Salute. Yeah, that's the channel that I don't care to repeat. Will Amazon Prime be showing free PBC fight for members? Yes, that's my understanding. Big Herm. I thought it was just regular trash talk, but I'll have to listen to the interview again. No, I feel you. Maybe I think you can trash talk without diminishing a fighter. ASVP TV. You can easily trash talk anyone without diminishing them. I'm not going to diminish a fighter. As a matter of fact, I'm going to trash talk a fighter, but I want it to be. It's in my best interest for a fighter to be thought of very highly versus me diminishing the fighter, because if the fighter is thought of very highly, then that means that when I beat him, other people are going to think more highly of me. So why would I diminish a fighter? That's never made sense to me. So, like, even the whole situation with Errol Spence, like trying to diminish what Errol Spence was, never made sense to me. So we got somebody in the building. Hold on.
All participants are off hold.
Angelique Greer. Are you in the building?
Yeah, what's up? What's up? It's Ellis from Charlotte.
What's going on, man?
Making it, man. Which topic you wanna talk
Hey,
about?
man,
Usyk
you can take it. You can take it wherever you want to take it, bro.
With the Usyk, he's not an all-time great heavyweight. You can say cruiserweight maybe, but you can't get 5 fights in heavyweight. He at least clear out the young guys, and then you can say, all right, I'm in that conversation, which he isn't. But then you can say he's in the conversation. I mean, Tyson Fury is just 6'7". He beat Wilder, who they say is not good. But then when you like him, he's good, and it's a good resume. So which one is it? Is it a bad resume or a good resume?
That's exactly what I'm saying, dog. Like how is it? I don't know how many fights Usyk has at heavyweight right now, so I don't want to misrepresent that. But I mean, who is he beating that would, like, if you saw you like, oh my, like Ali, we compare him to Ali? Like, come on, man. Like,
and that's the problem. It's like, all right, he beat Joshua twice.
Yep.
He beat Dubois. He did clean out the division. But
sure.
This is the problem with American boxing fans. We can't say everybody sucked because they lose, because then when you clean out the division, well, you said everybody sucked 2 years ago, and then Usyk comes and beats them all. So which one is it? That's my problem with American boxing. Because it's okay to lose, but you can't discredit people constantly. And then when somebody comes and beats them all, you say they're the greatest.
Correct.
Like, you can't say Spence ain't no good, and then when Bud come beat him, now Spence can beat. Now Crawford can beat Canelo. He can beat Floyd. You get what I'm saying? You got to pick your battles. That's why with the Bomac, and I'm going to go to Bomac, you can't say Tank can go and then say he basic. Which one is it? Because if he was so basic, why didn't y'all just fight him? Why didn't Shakur just take the 1-fight deal? That's what I don't like about the basic part. And Tank, same thing. You can't say Shakur, what has he done? And then you go fight Lamont Roach, who just fought on Pro Box.
Those are all fair statements. My thing with the Bomac comment is, so you're saying that he's basic, but yet when asked by Andre Ward about fighters that you see, you like, yo, that guy. There's a slew of different fighters that are out there, and I'm talking about from heavyweight all the way down to strawweight that you could pick from. In a way,
he could have said Bam.
He could have said Bam. He could have said anybody. The very first name that came to his mind was Gervonta Davis. How, if he's so basic?
The problem is that when you're training a fighter, you can't go in training camp and say, all right, Keyshawn, we're fighting Tank. He can do everything pretty good. And he's the strongest lightweight. You really can't. You got to go in there like Keyshawn, he basic. It's a mental game. That's what he's really just talking junk. He know the task is upon him. That's why if it was so crazy, he would have came out. They would have already fought Andy Cruz if Keyshawn was so good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my thing. It's like Tank's so basic, but you won't go knock out Andy Cruz right quick. But I get it's a mental game for the trainers, and you trying to instill it in your mind and your fighter's mind that, hey, we good enough to beat this guy. Which Keyshawn has a better shot than Shakur, in my opinion. I think Keyshawn can beat Shakur. From what I've been seeing lately, he just got a mean streak in him, like Bud. So that's the only reason why I like the fight. I don't like the Roach fight. He's just too little. But
Roach is bigger than Tank though. But Roach is bigger than Tank. Roach is bigger than Tank.
Man, Roach will go in there and box and get knocked out. We know what's gonna happen. I'm not buying it, but Roach can be bigger than Tank, but does he punch harder? What does he do better than Tank?
But that could be said about a lot of fighters though. So he shouldn't fight anybody?
No, he should fight him, but he should go ahead and get a belt and go ahead and unify. He can go ahead and get a pay-per-view star. That's my thing. He should fight somebody that we want him to fight. Like, I wouldn't mind a Tank versus Andy Cruz. That's me. I would prefer a Tank versus Andy. Somebody in your weight class. It's kind of like the T.O. boot situation. It's like, can we see him with T.O.? Yes. But you know T.O. gonna get knocked out. He gonna say he moved up in weight. They gonna call Boots a weight bully. And that's the problem. This is how I said. Once you get a win, they just discredit the win. If they don't like you. But if they like you, the win, you just beat the greatest. You beat T.O. They gonna call T.O. undisputed. They gonna call T.O. everything if you like Boots. If you don't, you gonna say T.O. been washed. He lost his last 2 fights. He couldn't knock out Steve Claggett, which he can't. So that's my thing. It's like, and I'm a Boots. I'm a fan, but I'm critical of people. I really don't care. I just want to see you fight. Mm-hmm. But that's the thing with it. It's like you moving people up is go give people a chance to discredit your win. Lamont Roach is a good fighter, but this your second time moving somebody up. You moved to Hector Garcia. That was a tune-up. So is this a tune-up? Because it's the same type of fight. That's my thing. Now, Lamont Roach is better than Hector Garcia, though. But
yeah, my only argument is that Lamont Roach has fought at 40 a few times and 35.
Oh, yeah, I know. He started off at 35 and 40, I think.
Yeah, that's correct.
And that's fine. But it's just how people are going to break it apart. Oh, you fighting 130-pounder. Not really. Is Canelo a 168? No, Canelo just lazy. He could really get down to 160, but 168 was full of British fighters who we know he could walk down, who we know that would wilt in the later rounds, and that's what he did. That's his easiest way. And then when a real 168-pounder comes, he doesn't want to fight. He got to get $120 million to fight. Canelo just doesn't want to drop all that weight. That's my thing. Like when he talked about lightweight undisputed. Oh, I'll fight Bivol, but I'm not gonna fight Benavidez. What's the difference? They're both 175 pounds, right? But he knows one person is coming there to stop you. The other person is coming there to box you. So he understands.
Yeah, I feel you. We got 2 Cent in the building. What's going on, 2 Cent?
What's going on? Happy holidays, Greg, to you and your family. Happy holidays to the chat. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can. Same to you.
Oh, okay. What's up? Well, yeah, I was going to stay in the chat, but I had to click the link and hop in and give my 2 cents on the current conversation. I mean, I really don't understand the whole Tank thing. Like, I don't get it. Like, I feel like it's obviously some type of push or campaign to kind of trying to devalue him, because when you look and people say, oh, well, you look at the tickets, how many tickets they sold already, his fight 3 months out, you look at the ticket sales, but then you look on YouTube and people telling you nobody want this fight, they don't want to pay for the fight. But it's like, how nobody want the fight when the tickets damn near selling out? The fight ain't all the way till March. Like, I don't get it. And people act like moving people up and down it's not like a regular thing they do in boxing. Like, this is a regular thing that they do in boxing. When Tank moved up to 140 to fight somebody, they had a problem with that. When Tank moved down to 130 to fight somebody, they had a problem with that. Tank moved a champion up, they got a problem with that. So, like, let's be for real. Nothing Tank could do or anybody he would fight, I feel like, would satisfy the fans. I feel like if Tank fought Shakur, they would say, oh, he should have fought Shakur before the hand surgery. If Tank fight Devin, they would say, oh, he should have fought Devin before he fought Ryan Garcia. It's like what? Why are y'all doing this?
I kind of agree. I kind of agree with that, man. What's your thoughts on that, bro?
That sentiment right there is the reason why Canelo is not going to fight David Benavidez. I can just beat up on all the people I know I can beat up for $20 million, $30 million. Y'all, the people that don't like Canelo are not going to like Canelo. The people that don't like Tank are not going to like Tank. So as far as them, and those two are the cash cows. Now, Tank ain't getting paid what Canelo's getting paid, but you got to think about it. Him fighting Lamont Roach and him fighting Keyshawn Davis, the ticket sales are not going to change. His purse is not going to change. So y'all ain't going to like me anyway. If I beat up Keyshawn, y'all going to say I should have fought Shakur. So I might as well beat up Lamont Roach and make them. What these fighters got to stop doing is talking about, oh, I want Tank Davis right after your fight, and then you go fight Boachuck. I think that's who is he fighting next? Keyshawn?
Rinchick.
Yeah. WBO champion. I can't pronounce his name. Dennis something.
Yeah, but, the WBO champion. But don't call out Tank. Just say, I'm going to get a championship fight. You need to build your own credibility. That's what Canelo's really waiting on Davis to do. That's why I like what Davis doing. Bro, you got to fight the people that want to fight you. You can't just sit around and call out Canelo for 5 years and just wait and just wait and just wait. And then guess what? You're 32. You ain't fought nobody. You like Bubba Andre. Then you run into a young monster and you get knocked out. And then everybody say you're not good. Even though you probably been one of the top 5 fighters in your division. So you need to build your own brand. Like these guys, Keyshawn can't sell out Vegas.
But that's what I'm saying. Who is this, Fabrizio?
No, this is not Fabrizio. He'd be saying something stupid if it was Fabrizio.
Oh, I was like, man, Fabrizio. But I was shocked. No, but this is the thing too. I think a lot of people like to ignore the business of boxing when it comes to Tank. Like you got to understand the whole argument with the belts. People act like they don't understand Bob Arum was over there at Top Rank running his own tournament with those belts. And people act like just because you the A side, you can override the like he the A side, he could do whatever he want. No, he cannot. There was no way Bob Arum was going to feed any of his fighters to Tank, so Tank and PBC could have control of those belts. I don't understand why people don't realize that. And
the problem is
also the things that people don't acknowledge is that the belts that were available for Tank to win, he won them. So
correct.
Technically, he fought the best fighters that were wherever he was at.
I was just talking about it. Like
he didn't fight them fighters at Top Rank because Bob didn't want that. I don't know why y'all want to admit that. And then they're saying Tank ain't trying to fight nobody when he just tried to negotiate with Loma. When Shakur said he wasn't looking for a one-fight deal right now, like how can y'all keep saying this? That's why it doesn't make sense, and it's a campaign. Like it's not like people really don't want to see the fight. They're trying to convince you don't want to see Tank fight. The sentiment is not nobody want to see Tank fight, obviously because the tickets are selling. They're literally trying to convince you don't want to see Tank fight. We want to see Tank fight. Y'all naming 1 or 2 fighters y'all want to see Tank fight, and if you don't fight that fighter, like it's the end of the world. He still got time to fight him. Whether he retiring at the end of next year or not, he still got 2-3 fights left that he could fight. He still got time to fight these people. So let's stop acting like these fighters are really putting themselves in a position and doing all they can to fight Tank, and everything is Tank's fault. That's not what's happening. David Benavidez, he tried to put himself in the position to fight Canelo, but Canelo just didn't want to fight. And my only issue with what Canelo is doing is that he don't need to have belts and be doing that. If you want to be a prize fighter, be a prize fighter and stay in your lane and let the fighters who want to quote unquote fight for legacy fight for those belts. And I feel like that's exactly what Gervonta did. He stayed in his lane. That he a prize fighter. That's exactly what he did. But y'all want to keep holding this man to goals that are not his own, and then try to diminish his brand when he don't do what you want him to do.
And here's my thing though, like, and there's been so much, and this is the thing, and again, I'm going to say it comes from a certain segment of fan base, and it's the Terence Crawford fan base, and I mentioned this in another video, but like when it benefits them, which is Terence Crawford, it's all about titles, it's about winning belts, it's about being undisputed, it's about being linear. But then when it doesn't benefit them, in the sense of Jerron Boots Ennis, where and they won't say this, but they feel that he is actually a threat, then all of a sudden there's an issue with him trying to be undisputed at 147 pounds. What is the issue? It's all about belts, right? It's all about beating champions, right? You all called him an email champion to diminish him and to give a reason why he shouldn't fight Terence Crawford. And then because he doesn't move up to fight Virgil Ortiz at 154 pounds, who does not have a title, and opts to stay to fight Stanionis, that's an issue. Like, make it make sense. Either it's about titles or it's not about titles. But in reality, hold on real quick. But in reality, hold on, I'll give it to you. But in reality, when you think about this overall, Gervonta Davis did not have the opportunity to win those titles because we know that there are certain entities that has control over those titles, because there are certain promotional outfits that have alliances with certain boxing sanctioning bodies, where then because of that alliance, that allegiance, you're going to get a guy like Keyshawn that's going to get an opportunity to win a title from somebody that may not be that great. You're going to get an opportunity for somebody like Shakur Stevenson to win a title from someone that may not be that great. So that's why I say titles are great. I'm not diminishing titles, but it's not the be-all, end-all. You got to look at titles. You got to look at who they beat. You got to look at a number of different things before you start to say that this guy is this versus that. Go ahead. What were you about to say?
That WBO lightweight and 130-pound titles, they're not going to give those away. Top rankers go fight. They go fight for them for the next 10 years. So she'll just pass it down. Navarrete, Oscar, like if you name a top rank 130 pounder, they've had the WBO. Same thing with Brian Norman. I know for a fact Bob Arum probably called Brian Norman, was like, don't take that fight. We're going to make an in-house fight. Reason why? They didn't want Brian Norman to win the first fight. He just happened to be better than the guy. I forgot the guy, the Mexican guy, Salino.
I recall.
Satilian. Yeah, he beat Satilian in his hometown. So you trying to tell me that Top Rank has Norman's back when you know they really don't. If they put you in another opponent's hometown, they want you to lose. They're banking on you to lose. So that's my thing, and that's why Boots is not going to get that fight, like you said. Like Top Rank has his own belts, and also with Eddie Hearn, he's not going to let Boots fight. What's the guy Conor Ben? He's not going to let that happen. So you just got to get that out your mind. He's trying to protect that for unification in UK once this suspension is up, so he can make some money off Conor Ben getting beat up.
Bob Arum is on record.
Like, I'm just going to wait.
Arum is on record saying that he wants to make in-house fights. But real quick, we just got a super chat from Boxing Hacker, so I got to make sure I show him some love. He said, I got to go find it. Tank said himself, never tried to make tough. No, Tank said he never tried to make those fights. He never said he never tried to make tough fights. Man, this is what I'm talking about. You take one word and change it, and you make it look like it's something completely different than what it was. That's what I'm talking about, Boxing Hacker. That's what I'm talking about right there. Go ahead, man.
To be honest with you, if Tank wanted easy fights, he would just fight at 130. He could fight at 130. He weighed in at 133 and cut it back to us and walked off stage last. So we know he can make 130.
I agree.
He can make 130. Walking around a month ahead of the fight.
I agree. He could easily make 130. Tank, that's the thing that's so interesting to me, though, bro, because they're like, they want Tank to move up. It is not necessarily about testing themselves. They want Tank to move up so he can lose. Tank is a small guy. I've seen Tank in person. Like, I've seen Tank in person. Like, literally sparring, shadow boxing, everything. I've seen Tank in person. Tank is not big. Tank is small. Like, Tank has to be. I stood up when Tank walked by. I was standing up. Tank has to be like, I'm 6'1". Tank has to be like, man, Tank had to be at least 7 inches smaller, shorter than me. He had to be at least 7 inches shorter than me. Yeah, he's small, man. Now he's compact. He's compact, and he is fast as all get out. But he's a small guy, man.
Yeah, he's
a small guy,
and that's my thing. Him moving up to 140, he's seen his limit. Luckily, Mario's faded, and he got the win. But if he goes to 140, he fights somebody who fights on the back foot, and probably will beat him. Now he'll beat T.O. because T.O. can't fight off the back foot. I mean, T.O. can't fight coming forward, so he'll beat T.O. But it'll be closer than it would be at 135. Because of the weight. But
yeah.
I mean, he went up to 140 to test the waters. He got a late stoppage where it was close, and he knows his limits now.
Man, my thing
knows his limits.
Yeah, my thing is Tank to me personally, Tank is pushing it at 140. Like, Tank doesn't have the frame. Look at him at 135. Tank is lean, but he ain't super ripped. So, to your point, he can make 130. So my thing is, like, pushing him to 140, that's pushing it. And the only reason I say that he could be successful at 40 is because of the power. But he's a smaller guy. And so and I think a lot of the fans know that. That's why they want to push him to 40 and 47 for Devin to have a natural advantage, right? Devin's going to come in against a guy that's probably a natural 130-pounder, and Devin is naturally at least a welterweight. And that's the reason why they wanted to see the fight at a heavier weight. Devin's a big guy. Devin could probably fight at 54.
Devin has a problem. The only problem with Devin, see, Devin can beat. I think if they were to fight at 140, Devin would beat Tank. It would be boring. It'll be like Shakur. It'll be boring. But Devin could beat him if he keep him off of him. Devin doesn't have an inside game at all. That's what I realized. If you just make Devin Haney fight, that's when you get in trouble. That's when he gets in trouble.
Yep.
If he's in 50-50 exchanges, or you got him on the inside, all he's going to do is clinch. And he's my favorite fighter. But I'm going to be honest with you. Like, if you make David Haney fight and he doesn't have the size and the power, he never really doesn't have power. But if he doesn't have the size and it's 50-50, he's in trouble because he wants to hit 1-2, duck under, smother. You're not gonna be able to do that against.
Hey man, hold on, man. What's your name again?
Ellis.
Ellis. What's your name in the chat though?
It's R. Ellis.
Ellis. Look, man. See, this is why AM Sports Media is so great, because we get the more level-headed fight fans that come here. I agree with you wholeheartedly. I've always liked Devin, but I saw holes in Devin's game, and if Devin doesn't have a size advantage, you can start to see where people can take advantage of his, like, the flaws in his game. But real quick before I continue or hand it back to you, Captain DGAF just gave it the $5 Tank not making / securing these easy fights should be an indictment on him. People want the big fights, and he should be obligated to deliver simple. And I think he's going to deliver the big fight. I think you're going to get Shakur Stevenson. What I don't think you're going to get is Devin Haney. Those types of fights. I don't think you're going to get that.
No, it's that Devin Haney, and you got to take it back to it's like an old Floyd video I listened to. When Devin Haney and Tank were on the same, like under Floyd, he never wanted them to fight. He wanted Devin Haney always a weight level above where Tank was. He said that like in 2014, like super early. So I knew that fight wasn't gonna happen because Floyd wasn't gonna let it happen under his watch because they're both his understudies basically. So that's what you really got to think about with that. And it's a style matchup that ain't favoring Tank at a certain weight. So that's that. But I'm listening.
I won't say that the style matchup favors or doesn't favor Tank. I would say that the what some fans like to call the measurables don't necessarily favor Tank, right? Because like when you look at like Ryan Garcia, like bigger, longer, Tank has to figure out a way to slip those power shots, get on the inside and deliver his punches, right? I personally think Devin is easier than Ryan because Devin can't punch.
Yeah, and that's the question. And the question is the weight. It's like if it's at Devin's, if Devin gets to pick the weight, which he won't, it'll look similar to Loma if Devin wins, where you could give it to Tank. They're probably going to give it to Tank, just knowing who makes the money. But it'll look like Devin's always going to be in a good fight because Devin can't fight on the inside versus the A+ fighter or B+ fighter. That's just how it's going to look. It's going to be a good fight. He going to edge it out, or he doesn't have the punching power to keep somebody off of him. So.
And that's why I think he struggles. I think he's in a precarious situation right now because if Devin doesn't have the pop for 47, and I think he's going to continue to struggle at 140, like making the weight. So I think they have to be very careful and calculated. And I think that's a part of the reason why you haven't seen Devin be adamant about getting back in the ring yet. I think they want to wait it out a little bit. I think they want to see what direction this whole lawsuit is going in first. And then at that point, they'll think about what the next move is. But Devin doesn't have great options at 40 or 47 in terms of making money. 47, there's Boots would be a big fight, but Devin doesn't have the pop.
Boots will run through him. His best fight at 147 to get a belt is Mario Barrios and Stanionis. Mario Barrios, Stanionis. I would stay away from Boots at all costs because what is he? Is he faster than Boots? Is he stronger than Boots? Is he bigger than Boots?
No.
Can he fight on the inside? Like,
no.
He'll get ugly.
No, and no. He'd get his ass whooped. That's why when they were talking about Boots before, I was like, what? Y'all will get destroyed against Boots. Destroyed.
Yeah, destroyed. So that's my thing. But one thing I can say about Boots, this is what I hate about Boots. He's very immature in the ring. He wants to make a highlight every round. He has to get that patience because if he fights somebody that can punch, he's going to get hurt. And I don't know. I hope he gets up, but it's a little bit too flashy on the inside. But he doesn't have to worry about that with Devin, so he'll just put on the clinic. Because what is Devin going to hit him with to keep him off?
Right.
But yeah, that with Devin, he's in a tough spot. But what he's going to have to do is just pick his opponents. Somebody slow-footed, standing on is Mario Barrios. I mean, he went life and death with nobody on Netflix. I thought that was gonna be an easy fight, but
yeah, let me.
He said he was having a baby and then fought somebody else. But I'm about to get off, man. I'm over here on the treadmill.
I can tell. All right, man. I'll catch up with you, bro.
Bet.
Later. All right, man. I want to give some love, man, to our. I believe, and guys, do not. If I'm wrong in this, please don't get upset. But I want to give some love to the Mexican boxing fans that we have in the chat, because I actually love Mexican style boxing. El Cuerpo Boxing, Tank versus Tio needs to happen ASAP. Shout out to El Cuerpo Boxing. I think I'm saying it correctly. And then where my guy? Mexican Boxing #1. I see you all the time. Boots overrated. He has terrible defense. He's an email champ. I want to give some love to my Mexican folks that come, or Mexican Americans, whichever one that comes and supports the channel and comes and gives their thoughts. Now good stuff from Ellis, man. He dropped some real gems there. I'm trying to get 2 Cent back in the building, man. 2 Cent says she can't join. Is anybody else having problems with the link? Anybody else having a problem with the link? Let me know. Because I got to figure out what's going on with the link, man. You band up. You had try the new link. Try the new link. See if that one works. I don't know what the hell going on with the link, man. Oh, I got somebody else in the building. 206, all right.
All participants are on hold. All participants are off hold.
I got Branch, Anthony Branch. Is that right?
Oh, wow. You came at cuz like that with the government? You know it's banned up, man.
Oh, man, I didn't know that was you banned up, man. It just gave me a name. What do you want me to do?
It's good. I'm not ashamed of my birth name. You know, you can throw that out there. It's good. It's good.
What's going on, man?
What's good with you, Greg? You know what I mean? You talking that heat, but I heard you mention my boy name. So you know I had to call in and talk. Cause you sounding a little bit crazy over there.
What did I say?
You talk about it's the same thing for the Crawford fans.
Yeah, what about it?
And how we only want him to fight certain people for certain reasons. No,
that's not what I'm saying. No, that's not what I'm saying. No, that's not what I'm saying.
What'd you say? What'd you say, Greg?
This is what I was saying. There are a certain group of fans that have a certain perspective on the sport of boxing, mainly Terence Crawford fans that have been loud and boisterous over the last several weeks, months, year and a half, that believe that they are now foregone experts in regards to the sport of boxing because they got one fight right. And that as it relates to Gervonta Davis, they have a certain sentiment that they are trying to create, a certain narrative that they're trying to create within the sport of boxing in regards to Gervonta Davis, because he is a threat to the guy that they deem to be the best fighter in the sport of boxing. That is what I said. I didn't say anything about you guys are trying to create a narrative for him to fight specific guy. I didn't say anything about that. All I'm saying is that you guys are creating a specific narrative for certain fighters based off of your interpretation or your narrative that you want to create. And in certain situations, you guys are behaving as though you are the experts in the sport of boxing. In reality, y'all don't know shit. Okay, go ahead.
I don't know what butt end you talked to recently about that one, but you know that ain't banned up.
That's you too, banned up.
I don't want you to think it's wrong. I never said I don't want Boots to fight Bud. You know what I mean? I do think Boots should fight Bud. But as far as next, I want Bud to have what he wanted to have, the Canelo fight. Now, after the Canelo fight, I would love for him to fight Boots. You know what I mean? Whatever the case may be, I still want to see the Gervonta Boots fight. But to see here that we're sitting here saying that we don't want him to fight Boots, I don't think that's all Bud fans. I think that's a certain Bud fans. I say that because I do see that in the chats and I do hear people saying that. But you know what I mean? There are a good amount of us that want to see that fight. We just want the Canelo fight first. Simple as that. Like I told you, I've always wanted with Bud won. And it's not the fact that I feel like I know, a lot about Bud because of one fight. No, I've been calling Bud fights. You know what I mean? I've been saying Bud was going to win and how he was going to win. Even the little, what's it called? The little Majimov. I was wrong on that one. You know what I mean? How I thought, it would take over and how I thought he was going to treat him like Quail Book. But Majimov wasn't active. You know what I mean? He wasn't really swinging too much in that fight.
Was Bud active? Was Bud? Hold on. Was Bud active? Why Bud need the opportunity? Bud need to take it. He need to take it. If it's there, no, he don't need to wait for anybody. Go take it.
My assessment was he was going to do him like Kell Brook. He didn't. When it was Kell Brook and Bud, he was getting out punched until he landed that punch. So it's not about him not being active. No, I thought he was going to see something and catch him. He wasn't even that active to even do like Kell Brook was. For Bud to even do that, that was my assessment, that he was going to counter him and catch him over the top and like smack him like what he did with Kell Brook. So that's how I thought Majimov was coming in. But like I said, he wasn't active for Bud to do the things that I thought. It wasn't the fact that, I think I'm an expert now. It's just the fight.
Listen. I'm glad you stated that you know and understand that you're not an expert. None of us are experts. Let's be clear. We're all just giving our opinion on the sport of boxing. Jason and I, and this is what's so interesting because the people that tell us, you guys have never put on gloves a day in your life. I used to box when I was younger, like when I was like 13, 14. I boxed for like 2 years and then I stopped. And then I boxed again for another 2 years when I was in college. So I've literally been I've never like had a fight, but like box, trained, sparred, all of that. I've done it before. So it's just so interesting that people come on and they just have this perspective of who people are without actually even knowing who they are. People hate me though, man. I get it though. I understand why people hate me. I did. So just for you, I'm a really transparent person. I did this for how do I describe this? For something that I needed to do. I don't want to go into details for what it was that I needed to do because then if somebody ever sees this, they'll be like, I can't believe you were doing that, Greg. I'm upset about that. But anyway, I had to do this personality test, right? Where I had to sit down with like a psychologist for 4 hours. And it's yeah, you know what? I'm not going to go there. Never mind. Go ahead, man up.
Yeah, I feel you. You know what I mean? Like I said, you even said it when the Earl fight, when you and Jason.
Greg, are you an INTJ?
I border on INTJ, ISTJ. It can be either one depending on the test or the day that I test. I take it like the end part. I'm like 51-49. I think a lot about the future, but also I use a lot of experience and things that I need. How you know about that, 2 Cent?
Because I'm INTJ, like the rarest personality type.
Yeah, I border on it. My wife is INTJ. I like one day I might take it, and it might be depending on the test. I might be an INTJ. Another day I might be an ISTJ. It just all depends. But yeah, I sit down and think about the future a lot. So a lot of times I end up being an INTJ.
Yeah.
And I know Nicholas Slick was up here. What's happening, Nicholas Slick? How you been?
What up? I wanted to ask though about this Bud Crawford conversation. I really wanted to see Bud fight Fundora. Like, I really wish he would have took that fight. And my question is, like, I haven't really seen Bud take a lot of big risk in his career. Do y'all really think he would fight Canelo?
He would for the paycheck. He take the risk for the paycheck. Absolutely. And I think that they believe that because of
what risk did Bud not take? Where in his career do you think Bud should have took a risk that he didn't take?
He should have fought Fundora.
What? And he didn't try to fight Fundora, and they was talking about that wasn't going to be ready?
No, he walked away.
Come on, man.
Yeah, he walked away. No. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that because the WBO could have forced. The WBO already said that Fundora had to fight him, and Fundora went to the negotiation table. It was Bud Crawford who decided that he didn't want to fight. So we're not gonna make that up. We're not gonna change the narrative here. We're not gonna create this false narrative.
When somebody says
it's so ridiculous that if Spence beat Fundora, he win a belt for him and Crawford. That's how ridiculous it is.
I mean, Spence, and that's the part that hold up. That is the part that I am tired of. Hold on.
Does the same thing.
Oh no, hold on.
Literally, he wants to fight in a certain time frame. Do time he ain't ready. He want to fight. But all of a sudden, when Bud go looking somewhere else, he want to. Oh, now you.
No, man, fuck up, man, fuck
that fight. It's the same thing. What he did with Avenesian.
Man, fuck all that. Fuck all that. Hey, hold on. This is what I'm concerned about. And this is what I'm pissed about.
Bud dug Virgil Ortiz twice, but ain't nobody even mentioning that. But go ahead, Greg.
No, I don't agree with that one, not 2 cents. But hold on. But this is what I do want to say. This is what
I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay. But this is the issue that I have with Terence Crawford. This man has been riding the goddamn coattail of Errol Spence for the last 6 years. Okay. First of all, he moved up to 147 pounds, right? He was not interested in fighting Errol Spence when he initially moved to the weight class. Bomac is actually on record stating such that they didn't want to make that fight, that they wanted to go down the path of whoever the guy was. I don't even remember what his name was because he's so irrelevant. And they then got the opportunity to finally fight Errol Spence. Errol Spence had to give up percentages in order to make the fight, then enabling and basically subsidizing Terence Crawford. And now that they've moved up to 147 pounds, let me back up. Prior to that, they were going to do the rematch, but then Terence Crawford was trying to renegotiate the terms so that he can get further supplemented for the fight. And then they moved up to 154 pounds. And then all of a sudden, now Errol Spence is going to win a title for both of them ninjas if he wins. This has got to stop. This guy's got to get off the coattail of Errol Spence. Errol Spence is taking this guy's career to a new level. And it is just sad. It is sad. Errol Spence, hold on. Errol Spence has been his promoter. Errol Spence has been his promoter.
Yeah, I'm about to gas you. This is why you are so biased on Errol Spence, and I'm really about to gas you, bro. So look, when Kevin Durant got in the league, did he ride the coattails of LeBron James? No. He was sitting there saying, I'm going to compete with this dude, and I'm going to beat him when I get to him. And Kevin Durant lost the fucking first finals that he went against LeBron.
Irrelevant.
So when Terence Crawford put Errol Spence in the back of that, wherever the hell they were in the back of, I'm going to beat your ass, and we're going to do it, put $1 million to it, and it just happened to have these fights take a couple years. How the fuck is he riding his coattails if nigga he told me years ago he was going to whoop your ass, and when the time finally came, he beat your ass. He did what
irrelevant.
Well, if not one of the coattails that's telling you what I'm gonna do, and nigga, I did it.
Irrelevant.
You waited and bullshit around.
There you go.
All kind of games and shit you was playing. Y'all gotta stop this. Nobody is taking away Crawford's skill, but y'all also have to acknowledge how strategic he's been throughout his career. All boxers are strategic, but he took it to a whole nother level. We gotta be for real. And then the fact that the reason why Terence Crawford is not a star is because he doesn't fight the fights that the fans perceive to be competitive. You have an opportunity to fight Fundora, but you gonna go fight somebody with some crazy last name that can't nobody pronounce.
The biggest fight, the biggest draw in boxing. Yes, he wants to fight Canelo Alvarez, the biggest draw in boxing. Yes, go ahead and say it.
That Canelo Alvarez talk is misdirection and deflection, y'all.
Yes.
I don't understand why y'all don't see this. All we do is complain about Crawford want the big fights. He want the money fights. Then he go fight somebody with a last name you can't pronounce and you say, oh, well, it's for a belt. It's legacy. But Fundora was for 2 belts. How much legacy is that?
Hey, band up real quick. 2 Cent is an INTJ. They tend to be some of the more intelligent personality types under Myers-Briggs, so you might want to tread carefully, my friend. Go ahead.
Nah, bro. He tried to get the Fundora fight, bro. He did. Nonetheless, they were talking about it.
No, he didn't. What are you talking about? Man, stop, man, stop. No, he didn't.
Hold on. Question. Hold on. If that's not the case, why the fuck ain't Fundora even fought now? We're still talking about, he tried to fight Fundora. Bro, he ain't even fought now still, and he was talking about fighting Errol. Like, what are you talking about?
He gonna fight Errol. He gonna fight Errol. He's gonna fight Errol. He's gonna fight Errol.
You know what's crazy? It's such a big time frame difference that he could have had a whole other fight probably by now. By the time these niggas even get into the ring, ain't that some shit? But you got to talk about this nigga should have waited for Fundora. That's crazy.
Waiting for Fundora? What are you talking about? He can force the fight.
In December, man.
He can force the fight. What are you talking about?
They were supposed to fight in December.
Man. No. He came afterwards and said he didn't have any. No. He came afterwards and said he didn't have any injuries, and that was months ago. So that fight could have still been made in December when they started the negotiations. All you talking a bunch of bullshit, dog. He didn't want to fight.
Listen to what you just said. Listen to what you just said.
Okay.
After he tried to come. So what? Bud tried to come to him and he tried to say, what the fuck I just said. And then after he tried to come back with some bullshit.
So again.
It don't matter.
Exactly. Again, Terence Crawford had the Fundora said, nope, I'm available to fight. Terence Crawford had the opportunity to force the fight. Terence Crawford decided that he was not going to force the fight. He was going to allow him to go and fight somebody else. Period. Those are the facts. So if Terence Crawford wanted to fight, the fight would have happened in December. Period. End of story. End of fucking story. Everything else is a fucking smoke screen.
You said December. When did he fight Majimov? When you said December, when did he fight Majimov?
Okay.
August 3rd. Okay. I rest my fucking case.
Hold on. But you was the same. Hold on. No. Hold on.
When he tried to fight Errol,
hold on.
And Errol was in the fighting Avenesia.
Hold on.
You guys are going back on the same thing.
Bro.
To fight in a certain time frame.
Okay.
Not trying to honor that.
Okay.
Like you just said when the nigga fought in August.
Okay. I'm still gonna bust your ass. You can keep talking. I'm still gonna bust your ass.
It's still free right now. Like I said, bro, cut it out.
Okay. Are you done? Are you done?
Go ahead.
Okay, so what's the difference between that and the motherfuckers asking Fundora to fight in June? Because that's what they asked. Fundora mentioned that they had a contract scheduled for him to fight in June. What's the difference? You talking about him having to fight, turn around, Terence Crawford having to turn around and fight after August 3rd, fighting in December, but they wanted Fundora to fight after what? It was late March, I think March 30th. They want him to turn around and fight in June. What's the difference? That's what Terence Crawford wanted. So why the fuck is it an issue? Why is it an issue?
No, cut it out. What are you talking about? When Bud went there, Fundora said he didn't want. They had all these issues and they.
No. Terence Crawford wanted him to turn around and fight. Forget what they said. What Terence Crawford wanted was for him to turn around and fight him in June. Period. End of story. Forget what Fundora said. So why then it would be an issue for Terence Crawford to turn around and fight in December after August? Everything else is bullshit. You trying to throw a bunch of bullshit in there. Terence Crawford wanted him to fight.
Hold on. You just said, hold on. You said, hold on. Okay. Let me get this. You just said, what's the problem with that? I haven't said there was a problem with him fighting again this year. I never said there was a problem with him fighting.
But you just said there was a problem with him fighting that.
I said, but
you said end of story.
The notion with Fundora is that they want Errol to fight him, right? He even had Errol Spence jump in the motherfucking ring.
Oh man, stop crying, man. They got nothing to do with
nothing. Listen.
I'm listening.
After Errol Spence ain't been seen or hurt from I don't know how long, he had this nigga jump in the ring. So these niggas are wanting to fight him in what? Whenever the fuck month that was, they've been pushing for this shit. So what the fuck you think now all of a sudden Fundora's gonna leave Errol after he just seen Bud beat the shit out of Majimov, beat up Majimov. He didn't beat the shit out of him. He beat up Majimov. He seen that. You think Fundora's gonna go? I'm gonna leave Errol. Somebody else just had to hop in the ring to go back into negotiations.
They literally tried to negotiate and he walked away, man.
No.
But I got two questions for you, Greg, because Band Up don't know what he's talking about.
Hold on, let me finish Band Up off real quick. So you were initially saying that. Hold up, you were talking about the dates and that being the argument. Said enough said. Now you're talking about the fact that they always wanted Errol Spence and that was the issue, and they were never going to go to Terence Crawford to begin with. Although it's already been stated that the WBO was literally going to force that fight. He was going to lose the WBO title, and Fundora had already gone to the negotiation table. They tried to make the negotiation, and Terence Crawford decided that he was going to walk away from the fight. Like, you just simply want to ignore that part of it. Bad up, you're full of shit. Go ahead, 2 Cent. What's your 2 questions?
Okay, my first question is, hold on, I'm eating something.
No worries.
Okay, so after Virgil Ortiz fought, who was that? Boachuk?
Yeah.
After Virgil Ortiz fought Boachuk, Turkey came out and said he wanted to make the fight. He tried to make the fight with Virgil Ortiz and Terence Crawford, but Terence Crawford said he only wanted to fight Canelo.
Mm-hmm.
And then just recently, he came out and said he tried to make the fight again with Terence Crawford, with Virgil Ortiz, but Terence Crawford has a little small injury and he didn't want to take the fight. Mm-hmm. So they crucified Boots when he didn't take the fight, but nobody is saying about how Terence Crawford has turned down or quote unquote ducked the Virgil Ortiz fight twice. And I'm just curious why that's not the sentiment that Terence Crawford is ducking Virgil Ortiz. And my second question was about Devin Haney. Can he even take a fight right now, or would that interfere with his case? Like, let's say he's able to get a fight and get $3 or $4 million. Wouldn't that disprove his case?
Yeah, so let's do this. So first of all, I like where you're going with the Terence Crawford situation. I want to add to that. There's also been rumors out there circulating that he's interested in fighting Bakram. So why would you not then fight? Why would you not fight Virgil? Why are you not fighting Fundora? Why would you then go to fight Bakram when the WBO could have forced the opportunity for you to fight Fundora? That would also indicate that you didn't really want the Fundora fight, probably because of the measurables in the first place. But I know that's gonna hurt your heart, Anthony Branch. Now let's go to Devin Haney. I agree with you. I actually did a video on this. And I broke it down. I said, when you look at the overall case, and I read off, I think it was section 59, 61, and 62 of the actual filing that Devin Haney and his lawyer filed. I'm not going to even say where it's filed at because, people don't give AM Sports Media credit when they actually go and do the research. They go on to social media and claim that they found the information themselves. So I ain't going to even say anything about it. But when you look at the details of what they're trying to accomplish, you're talking about mental anguish, you're talking about emotional distress, you're talking about financial ruin or enrichment on the part of Ryan Garcia. If you go and make $4 million, then you're disproving the fucking case that you just made in regards to your financial impact related to this case. Also, you're disproving the emotional distress in the other claims that you have if you're going into a fight, because you're going to have to discredit what occurred in that fight when you're promoting the fight, right? You're going to have to say stuff like, that wasn't nothing. That didn't do anything to me. I'm the best I've ever been. You got to say all that shit during a promotion, right? So that's going to hurt your case. So that's the reason why I said in my video that they're going to wait to see how this case progresses first and see what they can eventually get out of Ryan Garcia before they end up going into a potential fight where they got to start promoting the fight, period.
So they just pump faking right now.
That's what I think. I think they pump faking like a motherfucker.
And that's what I'm saying. And why can't they just tell the truth? Like, I don't understand why they gotta pump fake and make it seem like everybody ducking you. Like, it don't make sense. Why would anybody be ducking Devin Haney right now? If anything, this is a time fighters usually try to jump on quote unquote top fighters because they feel like they got some type of vulnerabilities. And to hear what Bill is saying, and I got to make a video about this. Bill just admitted that he been lying to us about them pay-per-view numbers this whole time.
I didn't even see that. When Bill said that?
When he did the interview with, or the debate with KO or whatever you want to call it, he was saying he's not fooling with Top Rank because of the 100K threshold for the pay-per-view buys, and that what they like to do is send you the numbers on the letterhead saying you ain't meet the threshold and lie about the number so you don't get paid. So he's saying he had an issue with Top Rank doing that. He had an issue with, I guess, Eddie Hearn. I guess every time he's done a pay-per-view, he's had an issue with them telling him he ain't make the threshold.
Because they don't make the threshold.
Huh?
That's because they don't make the threshold. But I get where you're going.
Lying. And so I'm trying to understand, like, they lying, you lying, like who's been lying? Because you literally been lying about your pay-per-view numbers this whole time. If you're at the point now where you don't want to do no pay-per-views, you just want to work with Turkey because they be lying about the numbers. And nobody has
All right,
said
y'all,
that yet. And I was supposed to do a video about it, but I'm going to.
Salute Jason and Greg. Salute AM Podcast. Salute Nickel Slick and salute 2 Cents Boxing. Everybody tap in. If you ain't subscribe.
All right, appreciate you, fam.
All right, Band-Aid. So, yeah, I thought that was kind of weird for him to come out and say that. And then it seeming like, are you only going to work with Turkey?
You're talking about that's exactly who they all want to work with. I mean, let's think about it. Shakur Stevenson talking about he won a multi-fight deal. That multi-fight deal is really, AKA, I want to go in over there and work with Turkey Al-Sheikh because I think there's an opportunity to fleece him for as many dollars as I possibly can. That's exactly what it was. It didn't have anything to do with multi-fight. Well, I will say this. I was told, I was told this months ago that PBC was not interested in Shakur Stevenson like that. So what Steven Espinosa said made a whole lot of sense to me because I was told this by someone that would be in the know.
What do you think about the PBC broke rumors and all that?
Again, I have certain contacts, certain people that I talk to in the sport of boxing, and based off of my understanding, not only of how the business worked, but also of PBC's circumstances relative to Amazon. PBC is quote unquote not broke. Not only that, Amazon does provide funding towards those events. And that production of a boxing event takes millions of dollars. So if that's the case, why then are they producing Gervonta Davis, Benavidez? And here's another caveat that I have no problem with sharing with you all. I've been told in the past that the whole announcing what the boxing schedule is going to be months out, that's never been a PBC thing. PBC actually doesn't want to do that. That was always a Showtime thing. Showtime wanted to have announcements of fights 6 months out for programming purposes. PBC does not. So just because you haven't heard of what PBC schedule is going to be in totality in Q1 and Q2 doesn't mean that they're not on pace to do exactly what it is that they mean to do. Now, I have not I'm very careful about reaching out to contacts because I don't like to see like I'm an information hound, like I'm trying to constantly get information to like put out there on the channel. So I don't reach out to people like constantly to get like an understanding. I could probably get a better understanding of what's going on with PBC probably like in the next week or so if I chose to do so. A lot of which I wouldn't share. Some of which I could possibly, just depending on what's being shared. But the whole PBC broke thing, and I'm assuming that this is being promulgated by the fact that Oscar De La Hoya is making these statements. I think it's bullshit. But again, I have not talked to sources around this stuff in a while.
Ain't nobody more broke than Oscar. Like, what are we talking about?
I don't know what Oscar talking about.
He was trying to sell. He was trying to sell Golden Boy. So I don't even know why he even saying anything.
I am your leader.
Fight on Thursdays.
I am your leader. Just said, bro, this dude is funny. I am your leader. What am I saying that's funny?
He a troll. He a troll.
Yeah, I don't know what I said that was funny. Shout out to Boxing Hacker with the $2. I think you have the wrong link pinned. I don't think so. Did you not just use the link that was pinned to get on 2 Cent?
No, that's the one. You put a new link in the chat. The one that was pinned, when it'll just let me sit in the background. It wouldn't let me. You couldn't see me.
Okay, go use the old link then, Boxing Hacker. Go use the old link. I'm not sure what's going on. You might have to put
it back because it might not be in the chat no more because it's scrolled up.
Okay, hold on. Let me do this. Let me see. I didn't want to read. Yeah, let me.
Yeah, I think that I think they just having a rebuilding year and they trying to get everything together. And I think people know that, but they like to use this time to just try to bash PBC, especially Rick Glazier. That guy's a weird dude. Like, I don't know if he just wake up and look in the mirror and think about what he gonna make up today, or if these quote unquote sources is giving them this wrong information. I'm just confused as to where this stuff even originates. They even tried to make it a point that Tank Davis owed taxes that PBC was going broke. And I'm like, what does that have to do with the PBC going broke? I don't understand.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just reading some of these messages here because I hadn't had the chance to read them. I be on KO and 2 Cent. Bob Gunn be on your channel. Bob Gunn said, well, I just thought about it. I am your leader. Gotta be subscribed to my channel because you can't even message on here without being subscribed. Like I don't allow people.
Yeah, I am your leader. He be running around the boxing streets trolling. He a troll.
Well, man, that's cool. Like I like people to come on and give their 2 cents. No pun intended. Boxing Hacker, what's going on, man? You in the building now, man? Boxing Hacker, you there?
Boxing Capper, we can't hear you.
Hey, can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Audio. Hey, salute to you guys. AM Sports and 2 Cents. What's up? What's up?
What up?
What's going on, man?
Pretty good. Hey, so I was listening to what y'all were saying about how Devin taking a fight or the fight doing good will hurt his case. I don't think that's actually the case, right? Because even if you want to make an argument that, well, if the fight does good, that means that his image wasn't tarnished or anything like that. There's always the case that, hey, we could have fought earlier and we could have had a fight last year, but that didn't happen because of all the mental anguish that we were going through. So like
but you can't say that because he got offered fights, he just didn't take them.
Right, and I could also make the argument that I would get offered better deals for those fights too. Like you see, the potential is unknown. So I can always make the argument that, hey, if this promotion had done well, then my earning potential will be higher than what it is now. So regardless of what value is now, I can always claim that. So it doesn't necessarily hurt him in any way, shape, or form. They're really just gonna look at what happened during that fight and say, well, is what he's saying legit? Like, did this guy go against the contract? If so, then everything else falls into place, right? The battery falls into place. Everything in everything falls into place with the lawsuit. If he can prove that Ryan went against what was contractually agreed, you see what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't really matter like how he does this year. Or if like he can sell out this year and he can still claim the same thing, and nobody can say he's lying about it.
I don't think that's true though.
I think he has
because the earnings limit that you're looking at is a variable, right? In which you don't know the value of.
Yeah, so
you do know the value based off your past fights. That's how we would come up with a calculation.
That's correct. Like if you're looking at
but it doesn't really matter. That still doesn't matter, right? Because I can always say
yes, it does. You can't say nothing. You have to prove. You can't always say nothing.
You prove it though.
You cannot.
This is how you approve. You say, okay, if you look at my fights previously in which the promotions.
But Bill just told you that they screwed. But look, this is why that's not a good argument, Boxing Hacker. Bill just told you that they screwed them with their quote unquote pay-per-view numbers by lying about it. Yeah, so that lets you know that what they were valuing themselves at is not real, because he's saying that this is what he think the numbers is, but the promotional company saying that it's this, but he don't believe them and he feels like it should be higher. And that's why I came up here and said Bill been lying about the numbers, aka he's also been lying about Devin's value.
Here's the problem with that though, right? Where in court you're only gonna focus on one case at a time. They're not gonna focus on whether there was corruption in your last contractual agreements. They're gonna look at the agreements you have in place, and then I'm gonna say, hey,
exactly, which shows that you're not as valuable as you've been saying you are. You only proving my argument back, Boxing Hacker.
No,
you only proving my argument.
It's not relevant. So what I'm saying here is this, right? Is whatever happened with Top Rank is irrelevant, right? Because at the end of the day, I'm gonna say, hey, if the promotion had done well, I would project to make more than I would have made. And plus, I still have mental anguish. I would have fought in 2024, but because of everything that happened after the fight and during, like I didn't end up doing.
But this is what you're missing, Boxing. This is what you're missing, Boxing Hacker.
Yeah.
If the promotion would have done well, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna see how well your last promotions did, right? And the fact that your last promotions didn't do what you were saying they were doing off the rip, because you said that the promotional company sent you the letter saying your numbers didn't exceed the threshold. Off the rip right there, you just kind of shot up your own argument. Because you're not as valuable as you've been saying and you think you are, because they've been lying. So they're not going to consider. Hold on, let me finish. They're not going to say, oh, they've been lying. No, they're going to look at the actual numbers. We don't care what you're saying. We looking at numbers, and they're going to base it off of that. That's the point that I'm making. So the fact that you saying they've been lying off the rip already sound like you about to lose your case. To me,
so like I said, see, whatever happened in my previous contractual agreements is irrelevant, right? That's why I'm saying it's not relevant. There's no relevancy there. What happens? What they're gonna look at is like, hey,
that's wrong.
Me and you were set to have this promotional agreement, right? It fell through because of you, and because of me and my company took damages. That's really what it all boils down to.
So hold on, Box and Hacker. So this is where I'm gonna need for you to just kind of pump the brakes a little bit and allow someone who has a master's degree in economics and someone who I won't say I've ever experienced this, but we used to talk about this in graduate school and how this would actually work. Okay, when you go to court and you mention that you have a loss of revenue, you have been damaged in a way that you have been damaged in the future in terms of your economic ability to earn. They look at historical data, bro. That's it. And they do an econometric model associated with that. They're going to get a PhD economist in there to actually calculate what those lost wages are. And they will be based and established on historical data. So all this stuff about, no, they're not going to worry about what previously. No, you have no case if you don't worry about, if you're not looking at what you previously did. And then they will extrapolate what the future would look like based off of, a certain amount of parameters, right? So this whole notion that they're not going to look at this, that's just false, bro. That's just 100% false.
But they also have to consider growth, right? You can't.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. That's going to be a part of the model. But you can't just say yes. But you can't simply. But growth is going to be something like 3 to 5%. Like you can't say, oh, I would have been 2 times this amount in 3 years. No. There's no way to determine that. So they're going to rely on historical information and what you've done. And create a reasonable growth projection to come up with what your lost wages would have been if they deem that you lost. Now, going back to 2 Cents' point, if they are saying that you failed to break 100,000 buy threshold, then that just proves the point of what was being mentioned previously, that you didn't earn anything to begin with. I think he's in a bad situation in terms of this lawsuit. And that's the reason why I said I never thought this lawsuit was going to end up being much of anything. Hold on, let me bring in I Am Your Leader, because he just joined us. Hold on. I Am Your Leader just joined, and then someone else just joined. I don't know who the other person is, but you all are unmuted. How are you guys doing today?
Good, great. I just want to talk to 2 Cents, bro. How am I a troll?
What's up?
How am I troll when you used to go on the Boxing Voice with Ross and say a whole bunch of crazy stuff after the Errol Spence Terence Crawford fight?
What's your question?
After Errol Spence and Terence Crawford fought and Errol Spence lost, you and Ross at the Boxing Voice came up, or whatever.
No, Ross wasn't at the boxing outlet.
The boxing
but
outlet.
What's your question, bro? What's your question, though? What's your question?
You're just calling me a troll for stating facts. All I said is PBC isn't doing well, or else they wouldn't have canceled their Cash Cows fight. They wouldn't have postponed it.
Is the fight canceled? Is the fight canceled?
I don't know. Do you know?
But from my understanding,
it got postponed.
From my understanding, the fight got postponed for whatever. Fights get postponed all the time. Are those other companies going out of business?
Did a Canelo fight ever get postponed?
Do fights get postponed all the time? Yes or no?
No, not Cash Cows. Name me a cash cow. You say Tank is a cash cow. You say Tank is a cash cow. Why did his fight get postponed?
Fights get postponed all the time, bro. What are you talking about?
Hold on. Can we define what postpone mean? Because there was never an official statement from PBC about the fight date. That was just speculation from the general public, and then they later on came with the official date, and then they announced it. So, are you talking about postponement in the sense that there were rumors out there of when the date was going to be, and then it ended up being another date. That's what you call it?
Rumors. They even had a place and a date. They had a Toyota Center, Houston, and a date.
But I'm saying, when was it officially announced?
I don't know, but they had a date, and then even Tank came out on himself and said the fight's not happening on this day.
Yeah. So but what I'm saying,
there was a plan to make this fight. They wanted to have him fight twice a year. It didn't happen.
But hold on. There's a number
to have Tank in the ring twice a year. It didn't happen.
But hold on. There's a number.
Is that Tank's fault or PBC's fault?
Hold on. Let's think about this now.
I'm not a troll, bro. You said Terence Crawford cheated. You said Snack. You said he was on drugs. You said Errol Spence was fucked up on drugs. You said all this crazy stuff.
Yo, look.
Come on, man.
Victor Conte, look. Did Victor Conte go to jail for steroid distribution? Yes or no?
Bro, what about the gloves? It's just more than that. They said,
the question. Yes or no?
Yeah, of course he did. But what about the gloves? Was Terence Crawford cheating in the gloves? Was the gloves?
We see what happened when he ain't get the fight with his magic gloves.
See? How do you... Okay, wait a minute. So are you saying Errol Spence had magic gloves during the Errol Spence fight? Terence Crawford.
Look.
You're saying Terence Crawford had magic gloves?
Let me answer that, bro. Let me answer that, right? So you got Jeff Horn that came out that said something about Buzz gloves. Benavidez came out and said something about Buzz gloves. Madrimov came out and said something about Buzz gloves and actually made him switch the gloves. Then the knockout streak stopped all of a sudden. The dude was on the pads in the back. Andre Ward said the gloves burst and exploded.
Okay, so Terence Crawford cheated versus Errol Spence in your guys' eyes.
I'm using your logic. Look, I'm using your logic, right? You said the PBC's not doing well, and you used Tank fight being postponed as a justification for that. So now,
and there's been only one free show. There's only been one free show with Tim Zhu, and that makes sense because Tim Zhu brings Australian money.
The reason why niggas calling you a troll, bro. Like, you're not letting me talk, bro.
You're saying Terence Crawford cheated versus Errol Spence over some gloves.
Let me finish my points, bro. Like,
you're a bullshit artist, bro.
Let me finish my points. That's all you got to do.
There is no point. Terence Crawford didn't cheat.
There is a point. That's my thing,
versus
right?
Errol Spence. You're just mad Errol Spence lost.
Kid, Greg, because this dude won't stop cutting me off, bro.
Yeah, I am leader. Just let him finish.
So what I'm saying is he's using Tank's one fight being postponed as the justification to say that PBC is doing bad and Tank is not the cash cow, whatever his point is trying to be. What I'm trying to say is you try to say 2 Cents was on the boxing outlet saying all kind of outlandish things, but to my knowledge, Jeff Horn said the same thing about his gloves. Madrimov and them said the same thing about his gloves. Benavidez actually tried to sue the athletic commission based on those gloves, saying that he was cheated. So
the
they can't be that outlandish, bro.
That was weird, but
I'm just saying they can't be that outlandish. Then you can't say that.
No other.
I mean, his gloves were approved.
There's no other proof.
Hold on, guys. We gotta. We gotta.
He almost got. They tried to sue. What you mean? No other proof. They tried to sue the athletic commission.
But hold on, guys. We gotta talk one at a time. We gotta talk one at a time.
Against Errol Spence, the gloves were approved pre-fight, and Derek James checked the gloves after the fight.
Now, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is he's coming up here using a fight being postponed for some kind of and trying to say that.
Well, I can bring up more examples. You want me to bring up more examples?
I'm giving you multiple examples of people saying funny stuff about the man gloves, bro.
Give me multiple examples of how PBC's in a good standing. Give me some examples of how PBC's done well this year.
So let me. So I am leader. Hold on, guys. Hold on, real quick. So one example. So and this is not just me just talking out of the this is me talking to people, right? Number one, the Berlanga fight did exceptionally well for Canelo. It did exceptionally well. So that's number one.
Yeah, Canelo.
Canelo? Yeah. No, that's fine.
Canelo sells himself, right? But what about other fighters besides Canelo? What about the whole stable? Why is Stephen Fulton getting regulated to a prelim? When he
that's fine.
Shows?
Bro,
why is Caleb Plant and Benavidez not get their own shows? Why is Tim Zhu the only one that gets a free show? And that makes sense because he brings Australian money.
You got it. I am leader. Hold on, guys.
Greg, let me say this real quick.
Shows in the beginning of the year.
I am your leader. I am your leader.
There was only one free show.
I am your leader. How come when Turkey? Hold on, I am your leader. How
I'm
come
dropping
when
facts,
Turkey
bro.
put a bunch of big fights on one card, it's great,
now we're
but when
deflecting.
PBC do it, no,
Turkey puts
I'm
on
asking you
cards
a
every
question,
month,
bro.
bro.
That's why you a troll, bro. That's why you a troll right here.
But
You
hold on,
proving
let
my
me
point.
finish. Let me finish.
Turkey
Let me
puts on
let
fights
me.
every month. You want me to
Hold on,
name
hold
the
on.
good fights Turkey has put on?
I am leader. Hold on. I don't need you to name them. I'm telling you that there are certain let me finish. There are circumstances. Hold on, guys.
Turkey put on a lot of great fights.
That's fine.
Turkey ain't
That's fine.
did shit.
Guys. We all talk.
My fault, Brad. My fault.
Hey, guys. We're talking to
a great fight.
Ooh, I don't want to mute folks, but y'all gonna force me to mute. I don't want to do that. Okay. So we got to talk one at a time. That's number one. Number two, I'm just gonna say this very quickly, and then I'm gonna go around the table, right? I'm gonna go to 2 Cent, then Boxing Hacker, then Big Supreme, then I Am Your Leader, right? So we gotta all give everybody an opportunity to talk, okay? So at the end of the day, I hear what you're saying. I am your leader, and I can understand why you get to the conclusion that you got to without having more precise information.
I got all the info, bro. You don't have more info than me. I'm just another consumer of boxing, just like you.
Where's your info coming from, I Am Leader? Because I get my info from people that are directly tied in.
People from actual boxing. How many shows has PBC put on this year? And have all been pay-per-view?
Okay, man.
About losing money on Tyson Fury, bro.
Okay. So hold on, man. I just muted I Am Leader because this is where it goes wrong. You are coming up to your conclusion based off what you're seeing as a spectator, which is fine. I have no issue with that. But what I am saying is that I have direct contact with people who are inside the organization, the boxing industry, that would say that what you're saying is incorrect, okay? And that there are a number of things that are currently going on relative to the transition of PBC to Amazon is the reason why you're seeing the situation that you're currently seeing. Now, if you just want to have that narrative, I'm not going to argue against you. I'm not going to argue against you at all. You can have that narrative. But I'm telling you what you're saying is not correct. Now I'm going to unmute you, and I'm going to go around the table for people to give their 2 cents.
Rayfield? Because Dan Rayfield said there would be 12 shows, 12 shows after June.
Yeah, so and I know. So hold on. So Dan Rayfield said that, right? So then why has Dan Rayfield why has he also reported that PBC is broke?
Because he sees it just like me. He sees the writing on the wall that it's a crumbling.
Why hasn't he no. Why hasn't he no. Why he did not report that? So you're using Dan Raphael making a statement and it didn't occur. So you're disregarding that and saying because it didn't occur, they're broke. But Dan Raphael did not report that they're broke. He just reported that these 12 fights are supposed to happen and they simply didn't happen. So then that means that you're now coming to your conclusion that they didn't happen because they're broke. That's your assumption. And say that. Stop acting like it's facts.
Well, I mean, it is. Why wouldn't they put on the show that they said they were going to put on?
Okay.
Why didn't they put it on?
All right.
Better Bivol was a great fight. Rayo, the Cruz was a great fight.
They sold 900 pay-per-views, bro.
All right.
They don't. Do you know what Saudi Arabia is in boxing for, sir?
I don't care about none of that. They sold 900
They're not in the game to make money. They're in the game for a image.
Okay. So I am your leader. I am your leader. If that's the case, you're in the United States, one of the biggest consumers of boxing. Why the fuck are you now saying that you? Hold up. You're muted because you don't want to listen. Why is it then? If that's the case, why the hell are they not in American boxing anymore if they're just trying to have a brand? They're trying to brand themselves. If American boxing is dead, then why the hell is Canelo selling out? Why is the hell is Canelo doing 600,000 pay-per-view buys? They don't buy it in Mexico. So it's not dead. If it's simply about branding themselves, then why the hell are they just trying to do that all over the nation? Why all of a sudden are they only going to do fights in Saudi Arabia? If you're trying to brand yourself, you want to go outside of Saudi Arabia in order to do that. So your argument makes no damn sense. You're unmuted.
No, your argument doesn't make any sense. Canelo's a Mexican fighter. He's a Mexican.
How many people in Mexico
people don't buy his fights in Mexico?
They're fucking free. They're fucking free. What are you talking about? What the fuck are you? Oh, dude, you don't know what the fuck you talk. I can't. I'm sorry, man.
Berlanga just do? What? How many?
Oh my God.
Did Canelo Berlanga just?
This dude has no fucking idea what he's talking about, dude. I was in Mexico, bro. I watched the fight for fucking free in the hotel. It's on free TV. They don't buy pay-per-views in Mexico. The fuck are you talking about?
What's the contract?
Okay, why did it only do $300K in America if American boxing isn't dead?
Where the fuck did you get that from?
Go look it up. Go look up what Canelo Berlanga's pay-per-view sales.
This dude get his information from Dick Glazer, clearly.
Go look it up.
Yeah, okay, man.
Canelo Berlanga did.
So Canelo
all right, man.
300,000 pay-per-views for $90 a pop.
And Canelo sells himself again. Canelo is a complete different atmosphere.
Okay. Hold on.
And then everyone else,
guys. I'm so
the rest of PBC stable. Not
all right. So we're gonna go with I am your leader. I'm gonna give you 2 minutes for the floor. I want you to get what you got to get off, and then we're gonna go to Big Supreme. And guys, if you try to interrupt somebody, I'm just gonna mute you. So just let people get off. I am your leader. You got 2 minutes, man. Get off. What you got?
Of course, Canelo would do. I mean, Canelo sells himself. Canelo pretty much is the PBC. I look at PBC as Canelo's company right now. He's the only one that they really.
Out of here.
All right,
come on.
They're the only one that gives him show dates. He fights twice a year, guaranteed. Every other fighter on the PBC roster does not have that. They don't have show dates. You look at the schedule, there's nothing. You got people like Stephen Fulton fighting on prelims now. He's pissed about it. He used to be headline shows. Benavidez has to share a card with Tank Davis. You're telling me Benavidez can't sell out a show on his own in Arizona? Or you just don't have enough money to put on that show in Arizona? What happened? What happened to Caleb Plant? Caleb Plant was a good little ticket seller, or you could have done a show with Caleb Plant. I mean, and then Tim Tszyu. Of course, Tim Tszyu going to be on free TV because he brings in Australian money. But where did they fight? They fought in an Orlando ballroom in front of like 20 people. Like, I don't get it, guys. I love boxing. I only wish for the PBC to do well. When the PBC first came in, they did release a schedule. In 2015, it had about like 70 shows. It had a ton of shows. Fox Sports, ESPN, and then you just see it dwindling down and dwindling down and dwindling it down till we're right where we are now, which is we're left in the dark. The fighters on the PBC roster, we don't know when they're going to fight. We don't know and if they are going to fight, it's only going to be once a year. And we're not getting the best fights. We got their cash cow, Tank Davis, just got his fight postponed. And now he came out and said it's canceled. Not only that, he's fighting Lamont Roach, a career 130-pounder. I don't care if Lamont Roach is bigger than Tank. He's a career 130-pounder. And you know how he got the fight? He beat Hector Garcia, a guy Tank already beat. And that was a close match. Lamont Roach and Hector Garcia, that was a life or death match. Went into the 11th to 12th round. And of course Tank cherry picks that guy. It's ridiculous, bro. Like,
okay,
I want to see Tank face the best of the best.
I hear you.
I think Tank beats Shakur. I think Tank beats Haney. I think Tank beats almost all of them around his weight class, but we can't see it and we don't know. I'd like to see it, but the way Tank moves, him talking about retirement, he seems sick of the PBC as well. He seems sick of their bullshit as well.
I am leader. I got to pass it to somebody else, man. I get your points, but I definitely wanted you to get your opportunity to get off without other people interrupting you. Let me pass it on to. I'm gonna go to Boxing Hacker now. I'm gonna mute you, but I'm gonna go to Boxing Hacker now. You stay on. Hold on. Boxing Hacker, what's up?
What's up, AM? Okay. So when it comes to this whole thing about what are we even talking about? When it comes to this whole thing about the whole Tank situation, where it's like people are saying like Tank should have fought better opponents and stuff like that. You know, I hear from both sides, right? I think Tank fought good fighters. You know, I always say like he fought like a number of good fighters, a number of good contenders. He beat Pedraza at 130. You know, but I think the issue I always have with Tank is that he never fought current 135 champion. You know, and that's always been my thing about it. I understand 2 Cents argument where she says, well, he wasn't given the opportunity, but I still feel that in the given 5 years, at least he would have tried for that. It'd be different if he tried and they blocked him, like the way they blocked Devin. You know, like they tried and they blocked him. You know, but the fact, like it'd be different. You know,
I'm sorry.
It wasn't. You know, and Tank himself said it. Tank himself said it that he never asked for, you know, those fights. You know, at the end of the day, I mean, we can't argue against it. You know, so I think. And regardless of what people say, like people are always going to criticize that because you've had other fighters. You had Devin Haney, who wasn't really a part of no promotion company, come and still become undisputed after so many years. But Tank, who had like a big backing from Floyd, you know, you expect for him to at least try to like challenge for mandatories and stuff like that. As far as this whole situation with the whole glove gate and even the PBC and stuff, I think everything's highly speculative, right? Mm-hmm. For instance, we can all speculate that there's something eerie about Crawford's glove. I personally have never heard about glove exploding. I remember asking Kenny Ellis, and he said that it does happen, but I've never actually heard of it. However, what we do know is that before every fight, the gloves are checked, padding is checked. Sometimes the coaches will be there in the locker. Your coach will be in the locker room with the other fighter, watching you get your hands wrapped. They watch you wear your gloves. And even with the Errol Spence above fight afterwards, Derek James did check Bud Crawford's gloves to make sure there was anything crazy. He never said there was anything suspicious. So
I don't think that's where, real quick, and I hate to interrupt you, but I don't think that's where Big Supreme was going. He was just making a point, using his logic against him. But go ahead.
Yeah, I see what he was saying, that basically this guy, if he bases everything on speculation, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's just, and the same thing, the PBC thing, like, yeah, PBC had like a lot of different avenues. Like, well, they had sort of some changes that were weird, I guess, but it was all speculation. There's nothing to prove that they're actually losing money. We're not looking into their finances. We're not in their all hands meetings, so we don't know where they are with their numbers.
I am. I'm in the meetings. That's why I know everything y'all saying is bullshit. But go ahead. No, I'm not. I'm bullshit. No. I'm sorry. I'm being funny. I'm not in their meetings. But again, I do have a few. I do have a few contacts, man, that have connections with PBC. That I'm telling you. I get why I Am Your Leader is coming to his conclusion. Logically, I get how he got to his conclusion. I just think that his conclusion, I know his conclusion is wrong. But go ahead. I'm going to give you 30 more seconds.
Yeah, that's fine. So, like, yeah, but at the end of the day, like, there's no true proof of that. You know, I think it's highly speculative. But what I will say is this, like, we definitely don't want PBC to lose. And we don't want Turkey to lose, you know. I think at the end
I want Turkey to lose.
No. We need.
Yeah, I want Turkey to lose because I want Crawford to lose.
That's pure hatred, brother. Pure hatred.
I'm joking, man. Go ahead.
But like, no, we don't. We want, at the end of the day, we want these fights to happen. We want the sports to grow. So PBC winning, Turkey winning, it's all helping boxing. We have to always keep that in mind and try to project the sport forward, rather than like being like Debbie Downers and being like, oh, we don't know they're losing money, but let's just say they are. You know, let's not do that. But I'll pass it to the next person.
All right, man. Before I pass it to the next person, though, man, we got 134 people in the building, 79 likes. If you get the opportunity, make sure you smash the like button or the dislike button if you don't like the content. But I'm assuming a lot of people like the content because we've gotten I think 14 subscribers since I've been live. So appreciate everybody that's become subscribers to the channel. Make sure you support, and then if you want to become a member, man, think about becoming a member. $2.99 a month to help support the channel, and we have improved our overall structure here in terms of call-in, the ability for you guys to join the line link. We're improving things over here at AM Sports Media, man. So we want y'all to continue to support the channel, and then I would be remiss if I didn't give my boo some love, because now I see her, she's in the building. Shout out to La Jessica. What's going on with you, girl? All right, who's next? That's my Denzel laugh. All right, so I'm going to Boxing Hacker. What's up?
You just went to Hacker, bro.
Oh, I'm sorry, Supreme. My bad. I got you, bro.
Yeah, Supreme Hacker. Just to go at or push back on I Am Your Leader's points, right? Now, he's saying Canelo Berlanga was a flop, but then on the other hand, he's saying that Bivol Beterbiev was successful, and they sold 900 pay-per-views, not 900K, not 9,000. They sold 900 pay-per-views. So which one is it? Then he's saying that PBC's going broke, but then Frank Warren left Sky Sports, lost his contract, and went to DAZN. So which one is it? Are they going broke? I don't get it. For my next point, and then I'll let 2 Cents get it, right? Mm-hmm. I remember vividly when Golden Boy and Top Rank, they both formed, and they had a lawsuit against Al Heyman and PBC saying they was trying to monopolize boxing. He was violating the Ali Act. He was violating federal antitrust laws and all these other things, the Sherman Act. But then you look at Turkey, he got all of these guys under the same banner, all rocking Riyadh season. I don't see nobody saying he's violating the Sherman Act. Nobody's criticizing him or accusing him of trying to monopolize boxing. Same thing with the WBA, the Ring Magazine, the WBO, and all these other funny things that he's been doing behind the scenes. So I just find it funny when it's Al Heyman, they're saying that he's bad for the sport. He's giving fighters inflated purses. He's saying that he's trying to monopolize the sport. And it's a whole uproar. When Turkey does it, they say the boxing and say he's doing great things. So that's it, though. I'm going to pass it, though, right?
All right, man. Appreciate it, man. I think those are all fair points in regards to Al Heyman. I think people are comfortable with Turkey Al-Sheikh for whatever reason taking over boxing because, and this is my opinion, and maybe I'm wrong. And I'm going to unmute everybody after everybody gets the opportunity to talk. But we just can't talk over each other, man. It starts becoming like noise. But I think a lot of people feel that if Turkey Al-Sheikh takes over boxing, it'll end up mimicking something similar to the UFC, where it'll be like this one body, this one entity. I don't think that's ever going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen with Turkey Al-Sheikh. Bob Arum has already been on record basically stating that because of financial reasons, they're no longer going to be in the United States. So contrary to what people believe, Saudi Arabia, they don't want to lose money on boxing. It's not just about exposure. That is a big part of it. Like I think I Am Your Leader is absolutely correct. That a big part of it is about exposure, but it's also about making money. You can't lose money trying to get exposure. I don't think that's something that they're gonna tolerate on a regular basis. All right, and I want to pass it to 2 Cent now. What's going on, 2 Cent?
Yo, man, there's so much to say.
Yeah.
I think what people don't realize, just to piggyback off your point, is there's no competing with Turkey, first of all. Because if Turkey got Oscar De La Hoya, Frank Warren, and all of these people under his banner, and all he doing is shelling out money, he's not doing anything. He's just taking all the other people fighters and putting them in the ring with each other, and people praising this he put them in tough fights and this and that. Well, if you don't build fighters, we won't have any boxing superstars. And it's not a fact that you build a fighter and cherry pick. It's not necessarily that. It's just that I'm not even building a fighter. I'm developing my fighter. I'm developing them into a superstar. And when they become a superstar, then we'll put them in more and more competitive fights as they are moving up. But to take a fighter in the middle of their building phase and just throw them in a quote-unquote 50-50 tough fight and then mess up their stock is an issue to me, because those fighters aren't Turkey's investment. Turkey didn't invest the money to build these fighters up. Like, people got to understand, these promoters are putting money into these fighters to build them up. It's not just like they fight on this promotional company and then they go to it. It's not that type of business, and people not understanding that. So you think you can get more competitive Turkey aren't Turkey's investments. 2, you see how Bob Arum had an issue when he put Jerry Anderson in the ring with the Bacoli dude. He had an issue with that because now you've messed up Bob's investment. So I just think like it's a matter of time before like that whole like that it just kind of clash, like it starts to clash within itself, or we really see less of the fights that we wanted to see. Because even Eddie Hearn said himself, he's having an issue making fights with his fighters because they all want to fight on the Riyadh season card.
Because they want to get a check.
For all of them to,
they want a check.
Yeah. And then it's like, and this is the other thing I wanted to ask Greg, like, what are these fighters giving up to fight on Riyadh season card? Because from my understanding, there's different ways you can get paid off of a fight. Like, they keep the rights to their, kind of like music, how you own your masters. You know, every time a fight gets showed, you get paid for that. Or I've seen them make deals.
I think they're just getting a straight check, and I think they're just getting a straight check. And I know that PBC, because of, you know, whatever circumstances they had going on at the time, was allowing some of their fighters to fight on Riyadh card. I mean, honestly, like the Terence Crawford card, I mean, wasn't that, how many PBC fighters did they have on that?
It was a PBC card. It was a PBC.
Yeah, they had like a ton of PBC fighters.
There's a lot of PBC fighters on that card.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to. And there was rumors out there that some people agree with that from PBC, some people didn't. I don't know what the truth is in regards to that, but I don't think you're going to see a lot of that in 2025, honestly. So I am now going to open it back up to everybody. I want to unmute everybody.
Let me say this one more thing, Greg. How come if PBC stacks a card and puts a lot of their big fighters on one card, it's because they broke? But if Turkey stacks a card, it's the greatest card we've ever seen in boxing history.
That's it's a natural bias against PBC for whatever reason, and people got their reasons for why they have an issue with PBC, and it is what it is. That's how I see it, because I agree with you. I don't think that makes sense. So I'm unmuting everybody. Boxing Hacker, you unmuted. Boxing Supreme, you unmuted. And then I am your leader, you're unmuted. We're all unmuted. Hey, guys, we just got to respect each other. Let's try not to talk over each other, okay?
The difference between Turkey stack cards is that there's good fights. PBC stack cards, who did Stephen Fulton fight? Who did Caleb Plant fight? Who are these guys? They're not competitive fights. When Turkey puts on a card, they're real competitive. And without Turkey in 2024, boxing would be a sad sight.
So let me say this. Let me say this. I am your leader. I'll say this. I am your leader. I will say Turkey helped to contribute to 2024 because PBC wasn't as present as we would have liked. But I'm sorry, the Stephen Fulton. But hold on. Stephen Fulton, that fight was competitive. Didn't he get dropped? Then Caleb Plant. Hold on. But the point is, you're talking about what happened actually in the fight. It was actually a competitive fight. That's the point. It was a competitive fight.
That was supposed to be a layup. Look at the odds, Vegas odds before the fight.
But regardless, it's a competitive fight.
Did Stephen Fulton go against Al and make that fight with Inoue?
I mean, yeah, because PBC wouldn't give him that fight. I mean,
you're saying anything, Sam.
Wouldn't Fulton want to get his highest payday in Japan, just like Jared Anderson?
So what do you think your relationship? What do you think your relationship is like with your promoter once you go against what they told you to do and you get your ass whooped? What do you think your relationship is?
I mean, he wanted to go for the gusto. Inoue was moving up.
Okay.
Remember? Fulton was the champion. Plenty of people were picking Fulton. Don't act like.
But hold on, I am your leader. This is what I'm saying.
Fight at 122. So what are you trying to say?
Let her get it off. Go ahead.
You're asking why is Stephen Fulton on the prelim and getting treated how he's treated, and I'm asking you, when you go against your promotional company, what do you think the future treatment will be?
Go again. He would go again. Why didn't Al Heyman make that fight for Fulton? Why couldn't they make it Inoue Fulton fight in America? Fulton was the champion.
Hold on. How many times? How many? Hold on. How many times has Inoue fought in America?
Once.
I feel
okay.
Maybe twice.
I don't think it was twice. I
know he fought in California.
Maybe once. Like, come on! Like, what isn't Fulton not that big of a star? I mean, he used.
How many big stars?
He fought Ramon. He fought the brother. Get blanking on his name. He won the belt.
How many big stars at 122? How many big stars at 122?
What does that have to do with Inoue versus Fulton?
Answer the question. Anytime I ask a question,
Brandon Figueroa.
But you just said Brandon Figueroa was nobody, bro, and it wasn't.
No, I didn't.
Fight.
When did I say Brandon Figueroa was nobody? I just said Fulton fought Figueroa. You're putting words in my mouth, just like I didn't say Benavidez. I didn't say Bivol better be did well. I said Saudi Arabia is sports washing. You're tripping, bro. You know what sports washing means?
I know what it means.
That doesn't mean Bivol better be did well. When did I say Bivol better be did well?
Bro.
I said that's a great fight. All the fans wanted to see. It was a great fight. Like, I don't get it. You guys don't want good fights? You guys don't want good competitive fights? That was a unification, undisputed.
So this nigga here, bro. Who is this kid, bro?
I mean, I got more facts than you. Don't get mad. Don't get mad, bro. Don't get mad. You a dick rider. Like, it ain't my fault.
Bro, you just showed a picture of Ryan Garcia, my nigga. You a racist.
Like PBC versus.
Oh, I'm racist because I have a thing of Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney?
You're definitely a race fan for sure, bro.
Oh, for sure. I mean, you're the one throwing the race card around.
You're definitely a troll, bro.
You're throwing 100%. The race card around, even though I have Tank beating everyone from 135 to maybe 140.
Anyway, like I said, bro, Angelo Leo and Fulton was a competitive fight. You see Angelo Leo's a champion right now. Brandon Figueroa is a champion right now.
At a different weight. At a different weight.
It don't matter, bro. Look, these are the fights that this man has had, bro. So you can't tell me
I know. So why is PBC treating him like shit?
How many dudes that you know get a pay-per-view?
You can't answer that, bro. So why is PBC treating Fulton? Why are they treating him like shit? Because he went and fought Inoue?
How many dudes?
Yeah, it could be because May's stock dropped because of Inoue. That's
how many dudes you know do that?
Do what?
Headline a pay-per-view coming up for knockout loss. How many dudes you know do that?
I'm not talking about a pay-per-view. I'm talking about a regular show.
Period.
Stephen Fulton wasn't on pay-per-view. When was Stephen Fulton on pay-per-view?
How many people you know get that, period?
You know why you're saying that? Because PBC only puts on pay-per-views now.
I ain't gonna lie, Greg.
So if you ain't a pay-per-view fighter, you're not getting your own show. That's how it is at PBC. Or you're going to get relegated to an undercard.
I don't see a point, bro.
If you're a PBC fighter, you better leave because you don't know when you're gonna fight. You don't know who you're gonna fight. You don't know anything. Is Berlanga a PBC fighter?
Name 4 people at 122 right now off the top of your head.
Canelo's last 2 opponents, were they PBC fighters?
I'm asking you. You can't name 4 people off the top of your head at 122 right now without going to box rack. I bet you can't do it.
Who cares about that, bro? Fulton and Inoue.
That's my
Fulton
point.
and Inoue.
He's making a
Stephen Fulton, bro.
That's my point.
But he's making a point, man, in regards to the reason why you're not seeing what
PBC fighters, bro.
Well, you got to let them finish.
PBC fighters. I'm talking about PBC fighters and the way the business has been going for them. If you're a PBC fighter now, you don't know when you're going to fight, and you're going to be regulated to an undercard if you're not a main attraction. And even if you are a main attraction, your fight might get postponed. Hence, Tank Davis.
So I'm not. How many?
Nothing.
How many?
Am I lying? No, I'm not lying.
Yeah,
I guess I'm.
He's basically saying that the percentage of people doing well in PBC.
Injury, brother, injury.
Yes or no?
Yes, because of injury. Did Tank's fight get postponed because of injury?
Do you know why Tank's fight got postponed?
No, it got postponed because of a venue date. That's the rumors. It wasn't no injury. Tank never said I had no injury. Lamont never said he had no injury.
They didn't reveal nothing, bro. So you can't go.
I know. So you just guessing. Right now, you just guessing. Oh shit, bro. This is funny. This is comical, dog. I mean, I'd love the PBC to do well. You don't think I want more boxing? I want more boxing. But PBC is not doing anything for a boxing fan right now. Nothing. Turkey is. Turkey's putting on damn good fights. Isaac Cruz, Rayo, Bacoli, Anderson,
those are all
Fila Perkovic, Dubois, AJ. So many, bro.
They're not doing nothing. Maybe they're not doing as
You just named PBC fighters, though, bro.
Yeah.
But they're fighting on Turkey cards because PBC isn't giving them their opportunities.
PBC fighter.
I know, and too bad they're not fighting on PBC cards.
I don't get your point, bro. I don't get it.
They have to leave PBC to get the opportunity. That's my point. And
I'm telling you that PBC, because of the circumstances that occurred in 2024, gave them the opportunity to go over there to have fight, to give them cards. Some people agree, some people didn't. According to
they didn't put on shows. They weren't putting on their own.
That's fine. I'm not arguing that. But what I am saying is that that is because of certain circumstances. Those circumstances will not exist in 2025.
I know, but that's real disingenuous if you can't tell us and you say you know people, but then you can't tell us.
Because I can't.
How are we supposed to believe you, bro? Like
because I'm not. Because I'm.
That's all
because I'm not.
YouTube, bro. What are you
because
talking about?
Keep it to
but hold
yourself.
on.
Like no one's out here speculating.
But there's no speculation.
Half the chat says the PBC is dead.
Let me finish, bro. Let me finish. It's not. Let me finish. And that's fine. That's what this platform is for. It's for everybody to get their opportunity to come on here and say what they need to say, just like you're getting your opportunity to come here and say whatever it is you need to say.
I appreciate that because I do get blocked a lot.
Yeah, so I'm not blocking you, but
why you get blocked,
let me finish. This is not, but it's not disingenuous not to tell you exactly what has been told to me and what my sources are. Because if I were to do that, I wouldn't
use it in an argument.
You got to let me finish it.
Strengthen your argument, brother.
I'm using, but hold on, because there are a number of situations where people are arguing against me where I won't use any source of any kind. So if I'm using a source of any kind, it's because I actually had that source. And there's certain situations where, and I'm pretty sure everybody that follows this channel will understand this. There's a lot of times that I use no source. Boxing Hacker, am I lying? Boxing Supreme, am I lying?
No, you're not lying.
Yeah, so this particular,
I'm misinformed because I don't know the facts. So tell me the facts, bro.
But I'm telling you that there are circumstances that occurred in 2024 for the reason why they didn't have as many cars that they had. I'm not going to go into that. I'm not going to go into that because they're personal. They're personal. They're personal situations that occur.
How are they personal?
If you go, I am your leader. If you go and you probably Google like PBC and why they didn't have fights, you'll probably actually come up with what the reason was. And
because it's a new network, Amazon.
But
people are going to say, "Oh, Amazon isn't giving them a budget," but you're going to say they are.
No, that's not what I'm saying. That Amazon is giving, but no, that's not what I'm saying. If you go and look at it, you will see.
Said that.
I did say that because that is true. Amazon does have a budget for them. Dog, I don't know what else. Hey, brother, hold on. No, actually, if you listened, you would know that you don't have me running in circles, man. It's like
I do, bro. You can't.
You don't.
To us that PBC is going to be a successful platform next year. You cannot.
Okay, I just muted you because there's no way to prove that anybody's going to be a successful platform next year. You can't prove that Turkey Al-Sheikh is going to be a successful platform. We can't prove that Top Rank is going to be a successful platform. We can't prove that PBC is going to be successful or Golden Boy. That's the statement that makes no sense. No one can prove that. So you think you're running circles, but you don't sound very intelligent in what you're saying. So I don't think you're. Hold on. Let me finish. I don't think you're unintelligent. I am your leader. I don't want you to think that that's what I'm saying. You're not unintelligent. I understand some of your arguments. I'm telling you that just based on this particular topic, PBC is not broke. Amazon, there's no way in hell Amazon would not provide them funding for but hold on. Let's make this make sense though, bro. Let's make this make sense. Amazon is not giving them any money to put on a show, right? So, but we'll say PBC is broke, yet it takes millions and millions of dollars to produce a boxing event. Then how the fuck are they broke? They can't be broke. If you're telling me, if you believe that Amazon is not giving them money, yet they were able to put on the Canelo fight and pay him, yet they were able to put on the David and Tank fight and pay them, then how are they broke? Because it's millions of dollars to put that on. Where did they get the money from to do it? They don't get paid until after the pay-per-views come in months later. So where did the money come from to actually put on the event? How are they broke then? Like, the argument makes no sense.
Broke since they started.
No, they were not broke when they started, bro. They had investment.
They've been going broke for a decade.
They had the investment that you.
But I am your leader. I am your leader. I am your leader. Hold on. Pause. Answer. I am your leader. Answer the question. You can't say that Amazon is not giving them money, but then say that they're broke when they're putting on some events that cost millions of dollars to produce. How does that make sense?
Well, look at the events. They've been Canelo, and Canelo is fighting.
Dog, where did they get the money to put on the event? You have to pay for that shit ahead of time.
Oh, Canelo bring.
What the fuck does he not understand about that? Dog, hold on, guys. If I am a company and I sell cell phones, I have to have the money to buy the equipment, the materials, the people that produce it, the equipment that actually manufacture it. I have to do all of that before I actually sell it. Which means you have to produce it. You have to pay the people that are covering it. You have to pay all those people have to get paid up front. Where did that money come from? You can't say that it came from Canelo because they get paid after the fact, including Canelo and his opponent get a guaranteed up front. Where did that money come from? They have to pay Canelo up front. They have to pay all these guys. The pay-per-view come on the back end. Where did the money come from? If they're broke, answer the question. I am your leader.
Calm down. You got to calm down.
They got
of course
alone,
they're going to
Rick.
put up money
Yeah, I would think
for a Canelo fight because Canelo breaks even.
Who is investing in it? Who is investing in it then? Who is investing in it?
Count on Canelo.
Who is investing in it? Who is? Where's your proof of that? Where's your proof of that? Where are they getting money from?
Amazon, but
where are they getting money from?
That they're willing to put up money for is a Canelo fight because they know at the end that Canelo will.
Dude, what the fuck? Then they got money if they put the money up. What the fuck are you talking about? They put the money up. They got money.
What about the money for Fulton? What about the money for Benavidez?
What the fuck are you talking about? You just said that they were broke.
For Caleb Plant. What about the money for all these?
Dog, they got paid. What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? All those events that got put on, they got paid. What are you talking about? Because they weren't separate events? Oh, you talking about because they weren't separate events?
Because Canelo is the cash cow of boxing.
Jesus.
Okay? It's pretty easy to figure out. It doesn't take a rocket science.
No, it doesn't take a rocket science. It doesn't take a rocket science to understand that all that money has to... Dude, these phones will sell no matter what. These phones will sell no matter what. But nobody's going to give you money from an IO fucking you. Like, unless you're going to a bank. So you're telling me that PBC has a line of credit to pay for one fight? That's how that works? They get a line of credit for one fight? That tells me you... I am your leader. What the hell do you do for a living? What do you do for a living?
I don't have to say that. I don't know why you're getting...
Okay. That's not personal. That's not personal. That's not personal. I'm your leader. That's not personal. I am your leader. Hold on. That's not personal. It tells me.
Hold on.
No. Guys. Hold on.
Feelings.
I am your leader. Hold on. Listen. It is boxing. Listen.
It's boxing, bro.
Brother.
I'm
gonna pause you because it's not personal. I'm asking you what you. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I'm asking you what you do for a living. Because typically those who do not operate in business have no idea how the fuck it works. So my guess is you have absolutely no idea or no relation or no connection to business. That's the only reason I asked that question. You're unmuted.
Okay, you can assume that. Okay, but I want to keep it boxing.
Yeah, you don't.
Is the cash cow of boxing. So
you don't know what you're talking about.
Amazon is going to be more willing to put up money.
You just said they don't give money. You just said they don't put up money. You just said they don't put up money.
Wait a minute, sir. Of course, Amazon.
Hey man, I'm done with you, bro. I'm done with you, bro. You just made two different arguments. You just made two different arguments.
Make that money back. But
you just made two different. Hey, brother. Either. Hey, brother. No. Either they give money or they don't. Either they give money or they don't. Don't hit me up with they give money in certain situations. I don't want to hear that. Either their contract isn't going to say I put up money if it's this fight. That's not how it works. The hell are you talking about? They have a contract where they're going to produce shows, period. Now, they may give a certain amount of money depending on the fighter, but they don't periodically, this is stupid. Hey, man, I'm sorry. I'm going to let you talk, but I can't respond to this anymore. Go ahead.
No, you got to calm down, bro. We don't, just like you said, you can't tell us who's putting up the money for these fights. It could be PBC or Amazon. But
PBC is putting up the money. I just told you it's PBC and Amazon. PBC and Amazon.
That's the problem.
I just gave you. I just gave you. You asked for information. I just gave it to you. PBC and Amazon putting up the money.
Makes money back. Canelo is the cash cow.
And they're putting up the money for all of them.
Whoever's putting the money up over there.
They're putting up the money for all of them.
For other fighters.
They're putting up the money for all of them.
Leaving. and that's why they're not putting on shows.
Wrong. I am your leader.
What
I am
is
your
so
leader.
hard to understand about that?
No, what you're not.
You're just wrong.
PBC has
How
a
am
ton
I
of
wrong?
fighters.
How am I?
I just told you how you're wrong.
Fighters is not
Canelo's the only one fighting.
So
okay, man.
I am your leader. How come you never thought the fact that the fighters don't want to fight? Why do you think it's PBC's fault?
Are you kidding? They don't want a paycheck? Are you saying these fighters just want to sit around and not fight and not get paid? That doesn't make any sense.
Because they get paid enough money when they fight that they're not just
they
jumping
don't.
into fight.
Need to fight. They need to fight.
Want big
their
money
careers
fights
will go down the
waiting
drain if they don't fight. You think fighters
does
are trying to stay
Does Terence
stagnant?
Crawford fight once a year? Does Terence Crawford fight once a year? Does Terence Crawford fight once a year?
That's a minority
Of course, yeah, he does, unfortunately.
Okay, so what is the point of fighting? So what's your point about fighting once a year then? What's your point about that?
So they don't even get once a year. Sometimes it's longer than that. PBC, and they're not. And not only that, they're relegated. Terence Crawford gets his own card, his own show. PBC fighters aren't even getting their own shows anymore.
What are you talking about?
Tank Davis has to share a card with Benavidez, and that's their cash cow.
Are they sharing a card, or are they putting on a big card like Turkey do? Like y'all like?
No, that's not a big card, bro.
Card ain't
it's not a big
near
card.
So stop that.
So if it's not a big card with them together, how is it going to be a big card with them separate? If it's not a big card with them together, I am your leader. How would it be a better card if you put both of them separate? Explain
because
that.
It's two separate shows. You gonna tell me Benavidez can't sell out Arizona like he's done before?
You just said it wasn't a big card with them together. So how is it not a big? How is it a big card with
the fighter? Why can't a fighter get his own show anymore? Are they trying?
But hold on. But hold on. So again, oh my God. Oh man, I'm muting everybody right now. I'm muting everybody because David Benavidez has a fight coming up. So what point are you making, dog? He has a show coming up right now with David Morrell. What point are you making? That like you keep talking about David Benavidez. He got a show coming up. Go ahead. Because you haven't had the opportunity to talk without people over talking you. What's up, ASVP TV? Go ahead.
What's good, man? You know, I ain't really come here on no hating nothing. You know, I'm just saying. You know, it's good. It's good banter, man. It's good banter here. Hold on. Let me say this to everybody that get on here. I unmuted everybody. It's not personal with me. I'm not being emotional. You guys know I like to go at it. This is
a little emotional.
No, I am your leader. I am your leader. I am your leader. I am your leader. I do not.
It's all good.
I am your leader. I am not. Trust me. Everybody watches this, you must be new to my channel. You gotta be new to the channel. I am not upset about anything. If I was mad, you'd be gone. So I'm not mad at all.
Bro, that's what
you talked about it.
When did I say I was getting you up out of here? What are you talking about?
You were pretty mad.
I said for him to get you up out of here.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Bro, you wasn't even close to getting kicked up out of here. You wasn't even close to getting kicked up out of it. Not even remotely close.
No, I'm just disappointed with PBC like everyone else.
And that's fine. You can be disappointed. I think that's perfectly fine.
Doing well.
I think that's perfect. I think it's obvious that boxing isn't doing well as a whole.
No, Turkey bring life back to
it's obvious that sports across the
So hold on. No, guys, hold on. I am your leader. Just pause. I am your leader. Pause for a second. What do you listen? That is great that he's doing this, but in one breath you're talking about how well he's doing because of the fight cards. Even though it's broadly known that let me finish. Although it's broadly known that Turkey Al-Sheikh is losing money, yet you're focused on PBC not doing well. Okay, so then PBC don't care about it. Okay, so then PBC do. Okay, so then PBC doesn't care about it. Like, dude, you gotta pause and let people talk. Bro, you gotta let people. Bro,
a lot of human rights atrocities.
Okay, man. This is what I'm saying, man. You gotta let people finish, dog. You cannot sit up and make one argument about one. You're defining two different entities with two different metrics. One is not successful because they're not making money and therefore they're not putting on the number of cars that you expect. But then you got another one that's putting on cars and losing money. The very definition that you're using to diminish the other one. Like, your argument doesn't make any sense, bro. And you got I can't argue with somebody that's making two different arguments for two different entities. It doesn't make any sense. So That's all I got to say about that.
PBC doesn't have fields of oil, and it's not a country, dude. What are you talking about? Saudi Arabia doesn't care. It's sports washing. Do you know what sports washing is?
I don't care what you are trying to define sport washing as or whatever else. I do not care. No, I do not know what that definition is. But here's what I do know. 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 I do know that every entity, whether it's a government or not, the reason why they're in a position that they have money is because they don't put themselves in a position where they lose money. And that's the reason why I know you have no business acumen whatsoever in terms of actual experience in business. That's not a personal shot. It just lets me know when you talk like that, you do not. I'm going to give you the opportunity to talk, ASVP TV, and then I'm going to unmute everybody. Go ahead.
All right, man. So, look, Greg, you already know where I stand, man. I ain't getting no check from PBC at the end of the day. I'm not getting no check from any of these companies at the end of the day, so it don't matter what they do in pay-per-view sales. It don't matter what kind of success or what kind of turmoil they go through. If they succeed, they succeed. If they don't, they don't. You know, I ain't really complaining about it. But if PBC put on Spence versus Fundora, I'm buying it. If they put on Tank versus Roach, I'm sorry, I don't feel like that's worth the money. You know, I ain't gonna knock them, but it just ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Turkey doing this thing right now in boxing. I know a lot of Americans, like, they real stuck in their ways, like they want specific fights, you know, like they gotta have specific fights or it's a failure or they ain't messing with it, you know what I'm saying? But you can say what you want, but if you take away everything he done put into the boxing game in the last 2 years or since the time he been here, boxing ain't looking as good. You know what I'm saying? And that's saying something, since the game already been in the gutter right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give him his credit for that. You know, yeah, man. I don't know if Tank just playing or not about the cancel card. You know, I don't necessarily think many people want to see that fight, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people are excited to see Tank back in the ring. You know, it's two different things. You know, so I think regardless of what Tank do, I think he gonna make his money. As long as he make his money, he ain't gonna step in there he ain't gonna step in no 50-50 fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't see the likelihood of him fighting, you know, Shakur Stevens or Devin Haney. That Devin Haney shit is so far gone. I don't even know why people still bringing that up. You know he ain't fighting that man. You know he ain't fighting that man. When they pointed out on DAZN when he fought Regis that he rehydrated 25 pounds, you know he wasn't gonna fight Tank after that. Come on, man. You know this. And about the Usyk, man, stop hating on my boy Usyk. Let them, if they want to call Usyk an all-time great, hey, I think he done earned it. You see, if people see Evander, I put it like this: if you see Evander Holyfield as one of the all-time greats, then Usyk at least an all-time great, because they done did the same shit. They done did pretty much the same thing. So, you know, Usyk, man, I feel like he can hang with any of them heavyweights from any era, you know. And actually, in terms of height and weight, he measure up a lot better with the fighters of Ali generation than his own. Than the heavyweights of the day. He measure up a lot better in terms of height and weight. So I think he'll fit right in, you know. I like his chances against anybody, you know. But yeah, man, he done 100% completed boxing as a whole. Olympic gold medal, became undisputed at cruiserweight, defended undisputed against Tony Bellew because Tony Bellew was WBC champion in recess. So he didn't really take the belt from Tony Bellew. So instead, he became undisputed, went in there, defended it, knocked him out, then moved up to heavyweight, you know. Fought Chad, I forget his last name, but fought a guy named Chaz, and then I think Michael Hunter, and then, you know what he do. Went in there and beat AJ, went up in there and beat Fury twice, you know, took care of business. I think he done earned his place as pound for pound number one. You know, I like Bud, but I gotta give it to Usyk, going in there and beating up bigger guys, you know. And yeah, man, Spence versus Fundora. I need Spence to go in there and win that. Take Fundora belts and go and send us that WBO. And if he look good, we might give him a rematch. But as far as it goes, he gonna do this work for us, and then we gonna see if he do well enough. If he come out victorious and if he look good, then he might get a little reward. We might give him a rematch. We might throw him a bone, you know. We might do him a little favor, you know. And we ain't gonna do no coin flip the second time. We're gonna walk out second. Ain't gonna be no coin flip this time. It's already a fact. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Bud versus Canelo, 2025. We're gonna put him in the dirt. What Spence man was saying? What's the thing? What's the thing? Man down, strap season. We're going for Canelo. We're gonna take his head off. We're gonna put him in the dirt. Everything they said. We're going up there and we're gonna get him. That's my call. I'ma holler at y'all.
All right, man. Man, this ninja said we. He said we and us, as though he a part of their camp. Boy, I swear, Terence Crawford fans, man, every one of them need to get put in the dirt. All right, I'm unmuting everybody. All right, everybody back.
Did he really just say he gonna send us a belt? That was so weak.
Yeah, he weak.
So weak,
on everything he said about Usyk, though.
Oh my God.
Wait, send us a belt. What did he mean by that?
He means that that when Spence if Spence beat Fundora, then that means that the WBO will get championship will get emailed to Terence Crawford. So that means send us a belt as though he's a part of the camp. SVP just said some sucker shit.
He sound like Bomac.
Well, wait. So he's a Crawford fan, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's a Crawford knob gobbler.
No, I think Usyk is number one.
Crawford deserves everyone's respect, right?
Yeah, he does.
He got respect. We respect him, but good God, man, take his meat out your mouth.
I mean, Crawford is a great champion, and
he is.
Like Canelo. He might.
No, he's not gonna get that. No, he's not gonna get that fight.
I fear him to beat Canelo, to be honest with you. I think he does.
I rebuke you. I am your leader. I rebuke you, boxing hacker. He not getting a fight, and he will not win. I rebuke you both.
I don't think he's gonna win. I'll tell you that much. Canelo will just walk him down. It'll look a lot like Kell Brook versus Triple G. That's how that fight would look.
Nah,
he gonna get his ass whooped. I'm actually with I am your leader now.
Whatever he wants, and then end up hurting him.
I'm with I'm your leader now.
I think it'll be like Canelo versus Floyd, to be honest with you.
I am your leader talking with some sense now.
Like Canelo versus Charlo.
No.
I think Canelo.
I think Kell Brook versus Triple G. Kell Brook had some success early, just moving around, but then Triple G's just gonna walk. Canelo's just gonna walk to him and break his face.
The way he beat EJ really changed my mind about Terence Crawford. I think he's way more skilled.
Man, stop! They're not the same fighter. They're not the same fighter, dog.
Hey, man, but
or the same side.
Guess what? EJ was number one in that division. He had 3 belts.
So
you gotta give. You can't do that. We can't make it.
He was also an alcoholic.
No. But hold up, guys. I'm giving him props. He won the fight, right? He won the fight. We're not taking that away from him. He won the fight. But trying to make a parallel between him beating Errol Spence and him beating Canelo, to me, that's foolish.
But the skill set he showed that night, like, really, to me, demonstrate his boxing paralysis. You know?
But we need to see Errol Spence again.
Hold on. I'm sorry. No, hold on. What the fuck is boxing paralysis? What does that mean?
You meant prowess?
It really showed
boxing prowess?
Dude's skills,
prowess, yeah. Prowess.
Oh, prowess. He said paralysis. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Okay, prowess. I got you.
No, but bro, it really showed like his speed. The thing about Crawford's very underrated. Like his speed is crazy. He's the only boxer I've ever seen match speed for speed with Amir Khan. I've never seen that before since Amir Khan's been pro.
That's false.
He does carry power in both stances. I will say that.
No.
When he goes southpaw, he has power in the right hand, and that's impressive.
He got power in both stances. And he did not match his speed. He matched him with his ability to time him. That's what he got him with.
What's the difference? But he didn't match him with speed, though.
Huh? Say that again, Boxer.
We all saw Errol Spence and Ugas. We all saw Errol Spence get clipped. Errol Spence wasn't the same guy post-accident. Probably should have died in that accident. We probably don't even know how bad that accident actually was.
Yeah, I don't think he was the same fighter after the accident.
I just don't think that
post accident he still got another title.
What did Danny Garcia ever win at 147? Nothing.
Nothing.
He never won anything at 147. He's a
So now we
140-pound fighter.
Danny Garcia?
No, he's based. No, he's based. He's saying no. What he?
47, yeah.
But two cent. This is what he's saying though.
At 140.
This is what he's saying. He's saying that you shouldn't put too much stock in Errol Spence coming back and beating Danny Garcia because he hadn't done much at 147 to begin with. So just because he beat Danny Garcia doesn't mean that he was the same Errol Spence. That's what he's saying.
He beat Ugas off Ugas' best win from Pacquiao.
So what?
And then look what Barrios did to Ugas.
But
Ugas was old too, man. And then Ugas also hurt.
So let's run down Crawford's resume then. Let's run down Crawford's resume then.
Let's do it. Hold on. Get 2 cent the floor. Get 2 cent the floor. Get 2 cent the floor. Go ahead.
You want to run down Crawford?
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you do it. Yeah. What's his biggest win?
He's so excited.
We got Gamboa, who he moved up. We got, or we could just do
undefeated
it
at the time. Gamboa was undefeated.
We got Jose Benavidez.
Oh, okay. He was. Hold on. Before that, he was undefeated. But hold on, guys. He was undefeated, but was a flawed fighter. He had been dropped several times before he got to Crawford. It was getting moved.
He was also top 10 pound for pound at one time. Gamboa.
At one time, yes. I don't think it was when he fought Crawford though. I don't think he was pound for pound when he fought Crawford. But go ahead.
He might have been top 10. I got to look at it.
I seem to remember doing some research on that, and I felt like he wasn't. But go ahead.
We got a shot in the leg, Benavidez.
Don't forget Ricky Burns. Ricky Burns.
Yeah, he was great.
Ricky Burns.
Yeah, the great
Ricky Burns is a good fighter. After his questionable
Don't forget Bradis Prescott.
Prescott was a monster.
Yeah.
Prescott knocked out Amir Khan.
Amir Khan was but he was chinless.
No, but Prescott caused that.
Everybody knocked out.
And Crawford moved up. Crawford moved up weight to fight Prescott short notice. Pretty impressive. He bet on himself.
I don't know about that, bro.
Well, you don't know about that? Look it up yourself.
Crawford has fights at 140 in the beginning, bro.
Look it up. Look at the weight. Look at the Prescott fight. Look at the other fight. He moved up in weight.
Before Crawford went down to 135, he had fights at 140, bro.
Probably, but he did move up in weight to face Prescott.
It don't matter. That means
that very next fight. That's all I'm saying.
He moved down to 135 probably for an opportunity for a belt or something like that.
Mean Machine, Kavalauskas, Sean Porter, Kell Brook. All good fights.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let's talk about that now. Let's talk about that.
Porter out the ring.
Yep. Go ahead.
Porter put up a great fight.
He did, but he had 1 foot out the door.
Sean Porter off of a hip surgery out the ring 455 days.
Put up an incredibly good fight.
Kell Brook on short notice coming down in weight when he was doing coke.
With 2 bad eye sockets. With two bad. Yeah. His previous
trainer didn't even want to train him for that fight. He had to get a new trainer.
His previous fight, I'm Your Leader. His previous fight was at 54 before he came down and fought Terence Crawford. He had 2 bad eye sockets, and 2 cents right. His trainer didn't even want to fight. Didn't even come over to train him for that fight. So that's not a great win. He beat.
Yeah, come on, bro. It's still good.
It wasn't.
And then he didn't even beat Sean Porter. Kenny beat Sean Porter. Kenny the only man to ever stop Sean Porter because he threw in the towel. Sean Porter definitely could have kept fighting.
I agree.
I don't know. We don't know that.
That was a weird stop.
It's still the results are the results.
Hold
on real quick. I gotta get ASVPT for some love. He just hit us with the $4.99. So funny to hear this. Ugas, Garcia, Porter were all fights y'all would speak of in your reasoning for picking Spence to beat Bud. Love to switch. No, I never use any of that as reasoning for why Spence would beat Crawford. As a matter of fact, Crawford was the damn near favorite. He was the favorite going into the fight. What are you talking about? Everybody this is revisionist history.
Very, very slight favorite.
He fought podcast Porter.
Like that fight was heavy. Nobody knew who was gonna win that fight. Most people were saying 50-50.
Yeah, it was a 50-50 fight. It was a 50-50 fight based off the Errol Spence that before the car accident. That's all we saying.
On paper.
Yeah, it was like people slightly will go towards Crawford.
But that's not what Vegas had. Vegas had it. What was what? That's not what Vegas had.
Yeah, Vegas had him.
Hold on,
for sure.
Hold on, I'm looking it up right now.
150. He's like a minus 150. Not too crazy.
But I don't get it, guys. You guys will want to give Tank credit for a lot of fights, right? But then you want to take.
Name an opponent that Tank had that.
Well, I mean,
2-time undisputed. That's crazy.
Well, I mean,
that's too nasty work right
Diaz
there.
is Olympian.
Yeah, we know who Felix Diaz is. I mean, listen, man. Look. Let me answer. Let me answer. So everybody that he beat at 140 pounds, they all went down the tubes after they fought him, and they weren't that great to begin with. But let me answer Boxing Hacker.
Victor Postol.
I mean, yeah, he was ass after that.
He beat Lucas Matisse. Is Lucas Matisse
Rodriguez stopped him.
Can we pull up their? We can pull up their boxing record and see how they lost after Terence Crawford. I mean, it's not that hard. It's not that hard. But I want to answer Boxing Hacker because he made a statement about Terence Crawford and how we praise Gervonta Davis, but then we switch up on Terence Crawford. It's a simple answer to that. I don't like Crawford.
Well, I think we all know that.
That's why I like you, man. At least you're honest.
Victor Postol got the Crawford fight off the Matisse win.
Yeah.
The Matisse win was a good win, bro. He knocked Matisse out.
Yeah.
You guys remember Matisse? I'm sure you do.
I don't think he knocked Matisse out, bro.
Yes, he did.
Matisse never,
Look it up.
He only got stopped by. Nah, he only got stopped by.
How can you say this, but then you discredit Danny Garcia?
Matisse down and counted out in round 10. I know you don't think that because you know Matisse is a good fighter. That's kind of Victor Postol is a good fighter too.
Hey, real quick, I got to give ASVP TV some love again. $4.99. It's all good.
I don't know how he got knocked out.
Real quick, it's all good. Buzz saw the excuses coming years ago, but shout out to Spence. Hope he bounces back. Look, hey man, I tell people all the time, everybody who is a boxing fan has a bias. And if you come on the channel, you say you got a bias, I would tell you an absolute lie. Everybody on here has a bias. Every statement that we've made on here is a biased statement. Now, it may be supported with facts, but you have a bias towards specific fighters, specific entities. That's the way it works. So I don't come on here and try to present something that is not factual. I don't like Terence Crawford for a number of reasons, and I'm not going to pretend that I like him when I don't. I don't like him.
Greg,
but I do support what I say.
Spence should fight again. Greg, do you think Errol Spence should fight again?
If I was Spence, I would retire.
Yeah, that's an honest.
Yeah, I think Spence should fight one more time.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I mean,
EJ's gonna fight and retire.
I just don't know if it should be
Fundora.
I don't know if it should be Fundora, but he should fight again. I just don't know if it should be Fundora.
Man, I'm just saying. I'm talking about if it's me. If it's me, I retire. All right, man. Fuck this. I mean, boxing is hard.
Bad loss.
Hey man. Fuck it. Sometimes that's not the way it goes. Most fighters go off on a bad loss.
I think if he beats Fundora, he can retire.
He might still retire. I ain't gonna lie.
He'll retire as a multi-division champion.
Hey man, if you want to take, I'm not knocking him if he want to take one more chance at it. Like man, because I mean, he may come back and just beat the brakes off Fundora, and then we'll all be saying, yeah, he got a lot left in the tank. But for me, if it's me, boxing is a very hard sport. I retire, bro. I retire. I'm done.
I mean, I feel like if anybody could
I would.
It'll be Spence. I feel like if anybody could overcome, it'll be Spence.
But you know what? Hold on though. Hold on. Let me ask you this though, because we said the same thing about that Spence when he was going into the Crawford fight. Like if anybody can come off of like not having to train for 8 weeks and all that other stuff, it's Spence. And we saw what happened. Like so, I don't believe that no more. It's like no, he needs more.
I think Spence would have stopped Tim Tszyu.
I think Bud beats any version.
I think Spence would have stopped Tim Tszyu.
I think Bud was just on I think he beats even the best version of Spence would have lost that. But
maybe I am not gonna argue that.
Say it again.
Maybe, but it would have been for sure more competitive.
It might have been. But yeah, I think
He said that he believes that Crawford beats the best version of Spence, and you just never know, man. You just never know, dude.
I don't know.
Yeah,
you don't go 10 rounds of Porter, and first of all, you know what's so crazy? He stopped Crawford stopped him in the 9th round. Y'all act like he stopped him in the 3rd round, like Tim Tszyu versus Murtazalia. Like, not saying the fight was competitive the whole way, but Spence made it all the way to the 9th round, bro.
Yeah,
despite the cards, despite the being high in the ring.
That 9th though.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm saying there's other dudes that got obliterated way worse than Spence that y'all don't never bring it up, bro.
That's fair.
At that top level, it's hard to think of another fighting getting obliterated like that.
Tim Tszyu got obliterated.
Hold on. We can't say that, man. I mean, Roy Jones got obliterated by Antonio Tarver. Like we've seen guys get obliterated.
Is it obliterated if you get knocked out?
Yeah. Durant got obliterated by Tommy Hearns.
Roy Jones came down from heavyweight.
I think Devin.
So what?
What I'm saying is, I've seen worse ass whoopings than Spence versus Crawford, bro. I've seen way worse.
The truth is, all great fighters fight until they lose.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
Yo, look, it's so.
That's what I was saying. Most times when you go out getting blown the fuck out in boxing. That's usually how you lead the game.
You listen to Hacker? Tim Tszyu got beat so bad, they started blaming PBC matchmaking, bro.
Hey, somebody, 203, real quick, Boxing Hacker, 203 JD asked me to ask you who got obliterated worse, Errol or Devin?
Who got obliterated worse, Errol or Devin?
Errol.
Yeah.
I think Devin did.
EJ did, and the reason I say EJ is because
I think
Devin got the decision at the end of the.
Yeah, but man, Devin looked like he shitted his pants, man. Devin looked like he had shitted his pants in that fight.
Devin had success in rounds he didn't get knocked down in.
Yeah, look,
had only success in the first round.
Devin got the fuck. Hey man, Devin got the fuck beat out of him.
At the end of this fight,
I ain't gonna lie, I don't know how that fight didn't get stopped, bro.
Yeah, but it was still, see what I'm saying? And Devin won a lot of rounds. EJ didn't win.
You gotta do
a lot of rounds.
That nigga didn't win no rounds, man.
EJ won maybe he might have just won one round. To be honest with you,
EJ I don't know about that.
No, EJ. I think EJ won 2 rounds.
Yeah,
I think he won like 3 rounds.
Nah, I don't think he won any rounds.
I think he won some rounds. I ain't gonna lie, you gotta rewatch that fight, bro. Like,
yeah, he won round. To me, he won. To me, he won round 1 and 2.
Nah, I can't give him 2. He got dropped in 2.
I thought it was 3. I thought he got dropped in 3.
No, he got dropped in the second.
Dropped in the second.
Well, maybe maybe it was 1 and 3. Maybe it was 1 and 3.
Yeah.
Hey man, listen, I've tried to forget that fight.
No. If you look at the fight and you watch it again, like when I first watched it, because I bet live on Crawford for the stoppage. When I watched it live, I was super duper shocked. I'm not even gonna lie. But when I look at like Murtazalia versus Tim Tszyu or like Dubois versus Joshua in different fights like that, where I see people get stopped in 3 rounds, 4 rounds, and they got dropped 3 or 4 times, I can't say Spence is the worst ass whooping I've seen.
You know who made it for me though?
Way worse, bro. In my opinion.
When Shakur said that he feels like Spence was gonna get, he was picking Crawford by knockout. Then I started to worry because Shakur knew Spence very well since the amateurs.
And Spence has a pretty good chin because
seen Crawford.
Bro, Tim Tszyu, everything Murtazalia threw, Tim Tszyu was hurt.
I thought everything Crawford threw was connecting and hurting.
Yeah, but you don't make it to 9 rounds though, bro.
I still don't catch
Crawford was landing every power shot he threw.
That's what I'm saying. The fact that Crawford was able to connect on Spence, the time and the speed, the power, and he made it to the 9th round, that to me, that's crazy to me, bro.
That's why he took more damage. That's why he took more damage, though, because he went for 9 rounds, and Crawford was so accurate with his power shots.
All I'm saying is, when you look at Hearns versus Duran, or you look at Hagler versus Tommy, you look at Mugabe versus Terry Norris, or you look at Julian Jackson versus Terry Norris, these dudes getting stopped in the 2nd round, knocked out, lights completely out. It looked like they're never going to fight again. The fact
they
that
probably took less damage, though, than
I don't know about that, bro.
They took less damage.
If you get knocked out by 1 punch, it's hard to say you got obliterated.
Spence's head was getting rattled back and forth, bro, for 9 rounds.
I think y'all be overstating that. I do think he got his ass, but I'm not gonna say that. But I'm saying
let me ask y'all a quick question, because I personally feel, and I don't know if everybody watched this, but I think this supports Boxing Supreme comment. So damn, Big Supreme. I'm sorry, man.
Cut it out.
My bad, Big Supreme. But anyway, so
Boxing Supreme. I like that.
But so let's think about this, right? So you got Crawford versus Errol. But what about, and I think this was a way worse ass whooping, but I want you guys to tell me, damn, I just lost his name. Fuck. Hold on, real quick. Give me 1 second. It's Jeff Lacey versus God, what's the dude name from Britain?
Which one? Joshua?
No, the one that Jeff Lacey.
Jeff Lacey would have been lower.
The one that for who? Joe Calzaghe.
Calzaghe. Jeff Lacey versus Calzaghe. That was an ass whooping, dog. That was an ass whooping. Hey, I am your leader. Do you know what fight I'm talking about?
Yeah, Jeff Lacey, Calzaghe. Jeff Lacey was supposed to win that fight.
He got his ass. He got his ass kicked.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But that's like, if you go look at that Crawford Spence, you know what I think the most damaging round was for Spence was that fourth round. That fourth round, bro. And Spence didn't go down, but he took shot after shot after shot.
You know what that fight reminds me of? The Floyd versus Gotti fight. It just happened to go to the next round.
That was an ass whooping too. That was a real ass whooping too.
Crawford and Spence look like Gotti versus Floyd.
Was still worse, though. You know why? Because Kawasaki, like he pity passed a lot of punches. So like he throw like every shot he throws like 10 punches in one. You know, so it's just like a lot of shots.
Hacker, you might not know, but Joe Kawasaki started his like career with like 20 straight knockouts. Like a lot of people make it seem
I
like
get that, but he pity passed a lot of his punches. You know that, right? Like he's known for being like the genius.
No, he started pity passing when his hands started getting brittle, bro.
I'm looking at it right now, boy. I'm looking at it right now. I got it up on my other screen, man. Damn, Jeff Lacey getting the shit beat out of it. I would share it, but I'm afraid that they'll flag me.
You probably don't want to share it. Yeah, no, Kawasaki was a monster, man. That guy, the only person I know that get knocked down by a B-hop and still win by decision. That was crazy, man.
Who?
Kawasaki got knocked down by B-hop and still won by decision.
Y'all remember B-hop?
What happened at though?
Huh?
Where that fight happened at?
Where it happened? I don't remember where it happened at.
It was in the UK or it was in the States?
I think it was
in Vegas.
States.
Yeah, it was in the States. And when he fought Roy, I think it was in the States as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, that was a
came over
too.
here.
When he beat Roy, that was.
I like Kawasaki, but he waited too long to fight them dudes, though, bro.
Yeah, he did. I don't think he beats them in his. I don't think he beats them in their prime. But when B Hop talking about he'll never get beat by a white boy and then proceeded to get his ass whooped by a white boy, that shit was funny.
Put him out the ring.
That was.
Put him out the ring, bro. That shit is crazy. But Joe Smith don't get no credit for that because B Hop was like 56, bro. Like,
man, as soon as he comes in that ring, as soon as they prove him medically, you get credit, brother. You can't.
Nah, but you don't get no credit for that, bro. You can't be a 27-year-old man and
look,
take you 8 rounds to stop a
he got approved medically, man.
I'm just saying.
Man, come on, man. B-Hop was not. Come on, man. B-Hop was not the same B-Hop, man. Come on, man.
B-Hop was 56 years old, bro.
I wanted to fight Andre Ward. Who do you think would won between him and Andre Ward? That would have been
who and Andre Ward?
Andre Ward coming back?
No, that was fake news. That's fake news. There's a Michael Benson fake account, and he keeps putting out fake news. Michael Benson used to, send us all information. Michael Benson sold his account to Turkey, and it's a fake Michael Benson popped up, and he's spreading false information.
This is a fake account. It's a fake account, dog. Turkey bought his account, but the account that's putting their news out is fake.
That's crazy.
I think B-Hop would have beat Ward though.
Man, he almost got Jason. Jason had sent me something and said, "Look at this." I was like, "Man, who the fuck is Michael Benson with 2 ends?"
Yeah, it's fake.
I think honestly, all the like James Toney, Roy Jones, B-Hop, I think they all would have beat him.
Kawasaki?
Kawasaki was different though, man.
Oh, that's a good one, man.
B-Hop versus Kawasaki? Or you mean Ward versus Kawasaki?
I think Ward beats B-Hop because B-Hop struggles with speed. I think Roy beats anybody in his prime. Yeah, I think all three. I think Tony. James Toney is one of my favorite fighters ever. I think James Toney beats him for sure.
Yo, why James Toney never fought B-Hop? I always wanted to know, like, why they never fought?
I think because of weight classes, man. Remember, James Toney had ballooned up, man. Right after he fought Roy.
For a minute though.
No, 160. No, 160. 160 for a minute. But right after Roy, remember B-Hop wasn't really that big of a name at that time. And then right after Roy, he went up. Because hold up, when did he fight Roy? He fought Roy at 68, right? He fought him at 68 though. Yeah, he fought him at 68.
I think Tony was at 68 them times in 94. I think so.
Yeah. So, but B-Hop was still at 60.
If Roy Jones and Tony fought, then I feel like B-Hop and Tony could have fought too.
Yeah, but Hopkins was still at 60 and wasn't moving up. Remember?
Now you right.
Yeah, so I don't think they would have. Fought.
That'd have been a good fight though.
It would have been a hell of a fight.
Beat Holyfield. Did y'all feel like James
Not a prime one. Not a prime one.
He beat the shit out of Holyfield.
Yeah, like
but but that wasn't prime Holyfield. He wouldn't beat a prime Holyfield.
Holyfield gave up. I ain't gonna lie. Like he definitely gave up for sure.
Yeah, he beat the shit out of my boy. I was happy too that he beat Holyfield ass.
Holyfield got stopped too.
I wanted Holyfield to get his ass whooped. Number one, because he beat Mike Tyson, but number two.
You're right about that, Hack. I forgot about that. That was another fight. Was like, damn, this nigga whipping his ass.
Yeah, so many things happen in boxing. You'd be like, what the hell?
Now I ain't gonna lie. The ref grabbed Holyfield Baldy, and he just looked at him and just like started like put his head down. Like, damn, I didn't know Tony was on it like that.
Yeah, Tony was a motherfucker, man.
Right?
Yeah. For a guy, from what I hear, he never really trained. He just sparred all day.
That's why his brain is scrambled though. Same thing with Terry Norris. They did too much hard sparring. Honestly, I think that's what happened to Devin. Honestly, because Devin's showing some signs that he's a little punchy, in my opinion.
Yeah, Devin
did a lot of hard sparring.
Devin gonna get cooked.
A little more though.
Devin was forced into boxing by his father. He shouldn't have because he doesn't have a chin.
What?
Yeah.
How do you
claim
not having a chin?
Yeah, he got no chin.
He doesn't have a chin. You saw what Linares.
You know that, right?
Come on, bro. You saw what Garcia.
He don't have a chin. He just got dropped like 5 times.
He gets hurt too much.
Nobody else has ever got hit by Ryan Garcia cleanly and got back up. You know that, right?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie.
Did you see the?
But he ain't hit him clean.
Did you see the Linares fight? He was holding on for dear life for 2 rounds, and he couldn't recover from the Linares shot.
Hey, Boston Hacker.
Devin. So wait. He won the 11th round and he won the 12th round. So when you say he's holding on for 2 rounds, those 2 rounds, he still won those rounds.
But Boston Hacker. So if Devin goes into another fight, his next fight, and that guy can do any level of punching whatsoever and has any level of skill, Devin gonna get his ass whooped.
Never.
To that you say what? Yeah, he gonna get the brakes. He gonna get the brakes beat off him.
I think people underestimating Devin. Devin's a really good boxer, man.
He's a good boxer.
Yeah,
he's a good boxer. He's
a good boxer.
He doesn't have a chin.
And his defense is suspect too.
No, check this out. You know why people say that? Because he gets caught.
Nah,
he's pretty athletic.
In fights. So this is how it works, guys. If you're a boxer, you train. You learn how to block different shots. But in a fight, you're gonna get caught with certain things. That just happens.
Him and Richard Hitchinson have one thing going for him. They can gain weight.
I still get hit by a jab.
Nah, don't do my man Africa like that.
Huh?
Well, they both put on 20 to. If they rehydrate well, then they might win the fight. Hitchinson admits it himself.
Africa.
That was his excuse for Lemos is he didn't rehydrate correctly.
Yeah,
and he keeps bringing up the IBF rules.
Excuse, though, bro.
Then why bring up the IBF rules? Oh, I'm gonna beat your ass if the IBF doesn't have a say so in that 10-pound rehydration shit.
But you
know what, rehydrate well. It's always about rehydration with him.
I'm glad you brought that up because I feel like since Boots got this IBF belt, I think that 10-pound rehydration is why he looking so different. And I don't think a lot of people taking that into consideration.
Nah, I agree with you
when they're looking at his performance. They're just like, but it's like he can't rehydrate to fight how he normally does.
He needs to move up.
This is why
he need to get rid of that IBF belt.
That's
why he's trying to unify, and that's why they trying not to unify with him.
I've been saying rehydration clauses suck for a long time. People.
I don't think rehydration clauses suck. I think the IBF they're a little too strict though. The 12-pound, that's a little.
I mean, honestly, it's correct, bro. Fighters shouldn't be putting on that much weight next day.
I actually agree. I actually agree with I am your leader here. Like, dude, if you fight in your natural weight class, you don't have to fucking worry about going up that much weight. No. A weight where if you're dropping your weight, you should be able to drop 10 pounds and then rehydrate 10 pounds and be fine. Like the fuck, like if you fighting at 47, you should be if your natural weight is really like you should be able to like train and be at 157 and then come down and then come back up. Like that'll be more around your natural weight. Man, if you fighting at 147 and you walking in the ring at 170, that 147 ain't your natural weight.
Yeah, but fighters' weights fluctuate because they're cutting weight, right? And then the process of rehydrate, so it fluctuates. So
training themselves.
Let's say Tank's a champion, right?
I agree with you. I think it should be 15 pounds, not 12.
Let's say like one day he starts walking around 160. You gonna tell him to drop his belt and go to 154?
Yeah,
like,
drop your
it's not
belt,
that
nigga.
easy as people think.
Man, fight at your if Devin Haney fought at 154, his natural weight class, we wouldn't be talking about 20 pounds rehydration. Now he gonna get smoked, and that's the reason why he don't want to fight there. That's the problem.
It's not that simple. Like
it is that simple. It is that simple.
It isn't. It isn't because the fighters themselves, they mess up their metabolism by cutting weight, and then
that's the issue.
Nobody.
They stop cutting all that weight. That's the whole point.
Yeah,
they should be fighting at their weight class,
weight, bro. You should not be cutting all that weight. It's not healthy. It's not good for you.
So
and it's not good for your brain,
right? People ignore this. Devin started his career at 135, right? He was 17 when he started that career. So he went from 17 to 25 at 135. He outgrew the weight class just like Errol Spence outgrew the weight class. But guess what? I have all these belts. I have this incentive to stay there. They both had the same incentive. They wanted to become undisputed. Spence wanted to become undisputed. Devin wanted to become undisputed. This is a fact. This is not no opinion. They both say themselves that was their goal. So they struggled in the weight class just to finish their incentive. And
so what's the excuse? What's the excuse to stand at 140 when you rehydrating 25 pounds? What's the excuse now?
Not even. You come in the ring at 168, bro.
It's just how it is, guys. I don't know. Nah.
He a weight bully. He a weight bully. He a weight bully.
Okay. But guess what? The person you call a weight bully, the person you guys call a weight bully, has never dropped his belt on the scales. Never.
Who cares about that shit?
What does that have to do with anything?
Your favorite fighter.
Okay.
People have Victor Conte behind them.
Am I wrong?
So he's adept.
What you said? Hold on, Brett. What you said, Hacker? Mr. Supreme, what you said?
No. I think that was
How you call me Mr. Supreme? Let me ask you a question, Hacker, since you want to do that, right? Because I already know where you're going. Would you say is Shakur your favorite fighter? Would you say that? One of your favorite fighters?
I like Shakur, yeah. I like Shakur.
So besides Haney, you would say Shakur is one of your favorite fighters, right?
Yeah, he dropped his belt on the scales. They both did.
All right then. So what are we talking about?
But you guys are calling Devin the weight bully. Devin never.
Show me a fight where show me a fight.
Always.
The fact that Haney could come in the ring at 140 and weigh 168
he can come in the ring 250. There's no constraint in rehydrating.
I'm not hearing it, bro.
As long as I meet the contractual weight, I follow the rules.
I don't want to hear it. He's the weight bully. That's why Ryan whipped his ass.
I don't have to adhere by it. If you feel like
Ryan whipped his ass, bro.
Huh?
And Devin Haney actually weighed more in the ring than Ryan Garcia on fight night.
Yeah, he did. His big ass got his ass
when
whooped.
Roberto Duran fought Sugar Ray Leonard the second time, Duran was at 200 pounds and he cut down to 147.
So what?
Exactly.
What does that have to do with?
Hold up, boxer hacker. Hold on, man. There's a difference between you being a fat dude and then you losing weight down to your man. Roberto Duran is like 5'5", dude, 5'6", 5'7", somewhere in that range. He should never be at 200 pounds. Hold on, let me finish. Devin Haney, he comes into the ring at 165 and he is like at 7% body fat. Like he shouldn't be fighting at 140, dog. Those two different things.
So it's okay for Durant to be 200 pounds and cut down.
Look.
If he's 200 pounds and he's 40% body fat, damn right, because that's not his natural weight.
Oh my goodness.
And not only that, the reason why that's the false equivalence, Hacker, you gotta remember, Durant was sniffing coke, he was drinking alcohol, he was sniffing heroin, he was partying. It does, bro, because you can't compare someone gaining all that weight. Listen,
cut down to small.
Hacker,
He was huge, they cut down to small. That's
Again,
really why he lost the fight and quit.
Hacker, you can't compare somebody like Greg said. That's the off season. He's not training. He's out partying. He's living life. He's living a fast life. You can't compare that to Haney, who's in shape, coming in 30 pounds, like he said, 6% body fat. Look crazy, bro.
The person you gotta listen.
You shouldn't be rehydrating 5 weight classes, bro.
That is dangerous as hell, man. That like for your brain, as far as like the amount of that is dangerous as hell. That you should not be rehydrating that much. As a matter of fact, I actually did some research on this. It really should be impossible for you to rehydrate that much without an IV. Now I'm not gonna go there, but that's what I read. Is like you can't even rehydrate that much without an IV.
So the reason why that's
You
possible,
can't.
no, the reason why it's possible because if you cut your body weight so much, when you start to rehydrate, your body's gonna start grabbing nutrients really quickly.
Nobody want to hear that shit. We
That's
know
why
what your
people
man
blow
doing.
up. That's why you see fires blow up so quickly.
Man, so now you got to so now you saying you arguing against science. That's what you saying?
That's how it happened in combat sports. I mean, I don't know.
Okay, so combat sports is different from ordinary science. Okay.
That's the reason why
I
Haney
don't know
will get
science
knocked
by
out,
no
bro.
combat sports. That's how in wrestling. That's how it's happening. In martial arts, that's how it's happening. In boxing,
Yeah, but then you got,
happening.
but look, but by
When
you
cut
saying
too
that,
much,
you ignoring.
go way higher.
Look, but you're ignoring all of the documentaries that are basically lambasting these people for being 180 pounds and then going down to 135, bro. Bro, nobody wants to hear that shit, bro. That's just dangerous for your health, bro.
Okay, so hold on real quick. I just asked AI. I said, is it possible to rehydrate 25 pounds in 36 hours without an IV? Here's the response. Rehydrating by 25 pounds in 36 hours without an IV is an extreme and a challenging process, but it's possible for some athletes under controlled conditions, most notably those who are conditioned and trained by Victor Conti. This is what the AI said. I didn't make that up.
Hey, it didn't say it was legal though.
Wow.
No. I added the Victor Conti part.
I was about to say. I'm about to say.
I'm fucking with y'all. All right, man.
Yo, but Hacker, I can't support your man hydrating four weight classes overnight, bro.
Yo, I
can't support that.
Happen. It's
I
not
don't want to hear that shit, man.
possibility.
Fuck out of here.
It happened, dude. It happens in boxing, bro. It happens. I kid you not. And
like I said, you can't ignore the older documentaries.
You know what
that say
happens?
that
People wear
doing that.
sauna suits. They wear like freaking nail polish remover all over their
Yeah,
body.
we can't ignore
And
Regis Prograis almost
extract-
dying trying to do that shit, bro. We can't be. What's the girl name that was supposed to fight Clarissa Shields, the Spanish girl, Cyborg or whatever her name is?
Yeah,
that
what
her name?
about her?
She was about to die doing the same shit. You trying to make weight that
Chris
you shouldn't be
Cyborg.
at, bro.
Yeah, man. You don't do that, man. You don't do that, man. That's dangerous.
This argument. So what you guys are actually arguing is that people shouldn't cut weight to that.
No,
bro.
No.
Yeah,
Not 30. We're saying 30 pounds, dog. 25 pounds. That's a lot of freaking weight, dude.
That's what y'all saying. They shouldn't cut weight. But rehydration is not the process of cutting weight. It's a process of rehydrating what you lost. So that's two different arguments. So when you create a constraint, you're only constrained.
Hacker tripping, man. Hacker tripping, man. He on something today.
I'll prove it to you. Check this out, right? Let's say there's a 10-pound rehydration clause, and I'm big for the weight class, right? If I can make that 140 weight without the 10-pound rehydration clause, I can make it with. The only difference now is that now I have less time to rehydrate. That's the only difference. I still made the same 10. I still made the same 140, but now I just can't rehydrate as much. That means there's a greater chance that I'll sustain a long-term injury in the ring, and that's the problem with rehydration clause. What you guys are arguing is something completely different. You guys are arguing that people shouldn't be cutting that much weight. That's a completely different argument. I agree there, but rehydration constraints is not that process. Cutting weight is that process. Those are two different processes.
No, we're arguing about taking out. You're taking out so much water out of. Your body is 70%, 80% water. Yeah. You are dehydrating yourself to the extent that you can make a weight that is dangerous, and then trying to rehydrate back up. That's the part that we're talking about. So we're not talking about cutting weight. We're talking about you getting down to a certain weight, 165, and then draining yourself out of liquids out of your body.
That's a part of dehydrating.
That's what he's doing.
So when you put a constraint on rehydrating, that's a totally different.
So why Haney don't fight Charles Cornwell?
Huh?
Why Haney don't fight Charles Cornwell?
He's not that
or
weight
Virgil
class.
Ortiz or one of them?
He's not that
He
weight
walk
class.
around the same weight.
Oh my God.
He walk around the same weight as them.
Yo, tell him to fight Boots, man. But listen, well, that's at the end.
Tell Haney to fight Boots. Haney said that Boots not elite.
Hold on, real quick. So to boxing hacker, your argument. I just asked the AI was rehydrating because you're trying to argue that dehydration is the issue and rehydration is okay. Yes, rehydration that quickly can be dangerous, especially when done improperly under or not done under medical supervision. And rapid weight fluctuation due to dehydration and rehydration puts significant stress on the body. So both are bad. Both. So you're not gonna you're not gonna delineate between one and the other. They're both bad.
it's bad when you have a big.
No. They're both bad. Rehydrating very quickly is bad as well. They're both bad. That's the. Hey, I'll put it to you like this. I was dehydrated back in 2021. It took almost like 36 hours for me to rehydrate back up, and that was on an IV. And it's because it has to be a very slow process. So yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, but no, it's dangerous to rehydrate that quickly. You can't argue the science, my brother, because you like Devin Haney. He needs to be fighting at 154 pounds. Can we just agree that he should be fighting at 147?
He should be fighting 147. I feel like if he probably fight up, like I said, that's their decision. I do feel like I feel like he'll be stronger at 147 actually. Yeah, I do think the weight cutting does hurt Devin. I feel like, from his training.
Can I ask you a question? Will his chin be stronger at 147?
Nobody's chin gets stronger because.
Okay, so I don't care how much stronger he's gonna be. He's gonna still get knocked out. But go ahead.
He's not gonna get knocked out, buddy.
Yeah. Okay.
I think he's gonna be one of the top fighters at 147. I think he beats Brian Norman. I think he beats a lot of people at 147. But I mean that's up to them. But at the end of the day, it still comes down to what's on the contract. And people always call him a weight bully, this and that. But regardless of the fact, he always needs a contractual agreement, and that's what it all comes down to. He never deviates. And a lot of fighters deviate. But he doesn't. So you gotta give him that respect.
Yeah,
he's not fighting right now.
Huh?
Haney, he's not fighting. Why isn't he
not
fighting?
In 2025? So what's the problem?
Wait, what did you say?
He's gonna fight in 2025.
Do we know that?
That's what his father said.
I don't know, man.
His father's a manager, so
I think his father's all about the money, bro.
What's gonna happen?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I believe
Haney's career is in a limbo right now.
It is, and I don't think you're gonna know much about his career until early Q2. Honestly, that's just my personal opinion.
There was no reason for him not to get another fight in at the end of this year. It could have been against Sandor Martin. There's no reason why that couldn't have happened, and it didn't. What's going on?
Well, so let's keep things in perspective, right? He went through a very rough outing with Ryan Garcia. However, got overturned, whatever.
Okay.
It was still a rough outing. So he was suspended. He did have to the injuries. You know what I'm saying? There was also, I think, towards the end of the year, there were like negotiation problems. So all these things in perspective will explain why the fight didn't happen in 2024. I'm sure, and they were wanting it to happen, but it just didn't. Now, I do have strong belief that they're going to make a big fight in 2025.
Versus Ryan?
No, I don't think it's going to be Ryan. I think it might be somebody else.
They're going to avoid Ryan.
Doing the same way.
Same fucking way.
For Ryan. I think his dad is all about the money, and that's the only real money fight on the table.
Fight, to be honest with you, I feel like it's either going to be a Tank fight.
He's not fighting Tank, bro.
No, he's not.
Okay. Well, I remember we had this conversation, right? I feel like that's what's gonna happen in 2025.
Nah, he's gonna.
I hope so.
Again.
Yeah.
That to me, the Ryan fight makes the most sense. Like I would never have sued him. I would have just rematched him. Like if I believe everything that was said in the suit, like dude, think about it. That fight's gonna make way more money than he did in the first fight. And if I believe everything that I said in the suit that he really had an advantage because of the ostering. Man, I go back to that in a heartbeat, man, because this is gonna make 3 times what it made the first fight.
Well, here's the thing, though, right? So rematching and going to court are 2 different things as well. His company, so DHP is suing on behalf of Devin Haney, right? So that's all business side, and then you're talking about the fighting side. Should you rematch Ryan? I don't know. It's sort of questionable. Like, do you go back in business with somebody who did you wrong in business the first time?
Fuck yeah! If you can make a lot of money, you goddamn right. You didn't get cheated.
You're forgetting about Bill Haney. Bill Haney is a money man. He's always been about the money.
I don't know.
But hold on. Did Devin get cheated out of money because his guarantee was his guarantee? He got his guarantee. Plus, he got whatever he was supposed to get when they bet, and he got his back. So help me understand.
So here's the thing about that, right? So you have Ryan Garcia messing up all the promotions. He's in and out with it. Like at one point he said he was gonna take the fight, didn't take the fight. He skips out on the weigh-ins. Afterwards, it comes out that you were on PEDs. So like a lot of things are broken within our.
And that's gonna make a ton of money. Everybody's going to tune in.
It was the biggest boxing event in America in 2024.
I actually agree with. I'm your leader on this. I agree with him. I think that's the biggest fight that you can make.
No, I think the Tank fight would still be bigger than that, though. I think
versus Devin.
Yeah, I think that's a bigger fight.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
The Tank fight will be big, but like the drama behind the Devin fight or the Ryan Garcia fight, man, you just can't get that, like, you can't promote like that, man. I mean, that's
sell the Tank fight just because Tank was the one that is like the golden boy currently, right? And also Tank and Devin have like a long history.
That's fine. I get it. I think it's a big fight.
Backlash between the both camps. So
I'm not saying that it's not a big fight, dog. I'm just saying that the drama behind everything that's going on with Ryan Garcia, I just feel like that fight is massive, dog. Like, I think at least does like 600.
It is. I think it is. I don't know if they're gonna go back in business with those guys.
He don't want to go back in business. He don't want to go back in business because he don't want to get his ass whooped. That's why he don't want to go back in business.
I don't know that. Like they fought 6 times in the amateurs, and he took.
Hey man, them big ass gloves and headgear. When they fought in the pros, he got his ass whooped from a guy that he said was a C-class fighter.
But also, he also was a guy that wasn't on fair grounds, right? So the question is, can they make it?
Fuck out of here, man. Oh man, I know. Hey, yo, dude. I've already showed you guys all the clinicals associated with Osterine. Osterine has not passed any clinical trial that would suggest that it actually gives you any kind of advantage in the ring.
It does.
But it's not legal.
Sorry.
So yeah, even if it hasn't, it's not legal. So the fact that it's not legal,
that's fine.
It's not legal.
That's fine.
You fought on fair grounds.
That's fine, but okay. So if you really believe that it gives you all that, if it gave him such an advantage, get back in the ring, make sure that he's been tested, and then whoop his ass.
That's the question.
It was the left hook and straight right hand, bro. Left hook, straight right.
Yeah, he just got his ass whooped. That's all that is.
I don't know. I think
he landed that left hook 30 seconds into the fight, bro.
I think if the fair ground both made weight, I don't know if it'll be the same fight. I think it might be different. And who knows? I can't say verbatim how much Osprey helped Ryan or not.
Hey, but not Wright just made a good point. Marijuana isn't illegal either, but I guarantee you if Ryan Garcia went in the ring with marijuana in his system, he's actually be at a disadvantage. There's a lot of stuff that they put on a ban list that doesn't necessarily mean that you have some kind of stark advantage. Like, again, Osterine has not been clinically proven, and if you go to the weightlifting community, who are the experts in regards to what you should be using to get an advantage, they would tell you that you wouldn't fucking use Osterine to get an advantage in a boxing fight.
Here's what those people miss, right? The advantage doesn't come from strength from power. The advantage comes from rehydrating. So the fact that the Osterine helps you like keep strength and muscle while you rehydrate is a huge advantage, because if you realize one thing, fighters in training camps, let's say they get to like peak 90%, 80%, 100%. When they cut that weight, their percentage of like wellness goes down to at least like 70, 60. And now it becomes a question like how well both fighters rehydrate. If you have a jump start on rehydration, that's a huge advantage in a fight.
But he passed every test except for the test the night before.
Athletes won't be able
and the day after.
Hey guys, this has been a great live. I think I went longer than what I normally would go. I usually go about 2.5 hours. We had 3 hours and 20 minutes. And I really want to keep going because I think these conversations are so interesting. But unfortunately, I have another event that I have to attend at 5 o'clock. But I appreciate y'all calling in. I appreciate the different perspectives. I know a lot of people felt that I Am Your Leader is a troll. I don't actually think he's a troll. I think he has a different opinion. Some that I disagree with. But no, I think you got a decent perspective. I Am Your Leader. So you're always welcome on the channel.
Thanks, bro.
No problem at all. Yeah, man, I might try to go live again tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. We'll definitely be live on Sunday, but I might try to go live again tomorrow. And make sure you guys hit the like button on the way out so that everybody can find this content, man, because I think it's good discussion, and I think it's important to make sure that people get the opportunity to see us as boxing fans come together where we have all kind of different perspectives, but we tolerate each other's perspectives and enjoy each other's company. So I appreciate everybody that was a part of the panel, everybody that called in. Until next time, peace.
Salute, guys.
Salute.